Uploading.
Yes! Oh, man. Woo! Yes! Oh, man. We are minutes away from Chiefs versus Jets in New York. My buddy George, I don't know why I'm popping this energy drink, folks. I don't know why I'm popping the energy drink because I don't need it. I don't need it. My buddy George puts the over-under times that we will see Taylor Swift at 13.5. Over-under on Taylor Swift appearances at 13.5. I am taking the over. Man, I am very, very jacked up about this game. Man, Jason, what is up, man? Man, what is up? If I'm correct, Jason, didn't you tell me Bucks were going to win? Is that correct? I don't have your predictions saved right in front of me, but if I remember correctly, I think you told me Bucks were going to win. My predictions weren't bad for the week, though. Let me see where I'm at as far as this Sunday's games are. Actually, no, they're not that good. My correction. Let me see. I am 7-6. 7-6. That's not very good. Not very good. Yeah, you had Tampa Bay, man. I felt, I'll be honest with you. Dude, I need to have you on to do my picks because I am, let me see here as I'm looking at it. I'm actually 7-7 straight up. 7-7 straight up. And I'm in danger of going under 500 for the spread. But I'm going to be honest with you. I really, really like Seattle on Monday night. I really like Seattle on Monday night. If you plan on doing some in-game betting, I do have DraftKings pulled up. If you use a different site or if there's a different sports book that you want to use, that you want me to use, I'm signed up on almost all of them. I just kind of stuck with DraftKings. No particular reason, to be perfectly honest with you. But I do have I do have DraftKings up. I take them too. Are you talking about Seattle or the Jets? And by the way, we have the Taylor Swift appearances at 1. Taylor Swift appearances at 1. Oh, you got Seattle. Yeah, I actually really liked Seattle. When I was on Friday, the line didn't change, but right now it's Seattle and 2. So people are listening to me. Maybe I wrote it down wrong because I had the Giants favored. Now they're 2-point dog. But maybe I misdid it because that's a 3.5 jump's a massive jump. And I apologize because I was maybe there were some key injuries going on with the Giants. But if you haven't watched the rest of the games so far, there were some really good games. Probably my favorite was one that I got right The Rams and Colts went into overtime. Rookie wide receiver, was it Paca Nota, something like that? I should know his name. You guys know I'm really bad with names. But man, what a great story. What a great player. He's actually a guy I watched play at BYU, believe it or not. Paca Nota Naka. Actually watched him play at BYU. Really, really liked the guy. Really, really, really liked the guy. By the way, if you're trying to watch this, I had some problems with my Facebook account. So you can see this on Twitter and you can see this on YouTube, but you cannot see this on Facebook. It was 47. It's now 47 and a half. Yeah, and I haven't checked the weather conditions. I'll be honest with you. I kind of like a low-scoring game here between the Seahawks and the Giants. But the over-under is now 47 and a half. And again, I'm using DraftKings if you have a different site that you prefer. Houston, by the way, Monday, I am coming out with my very first power rankings video. I'm coming out with it Monday morning, so check that out. I've been working on trying to rank the teams. I've had a hard time with a few teams trying to get their rankings. Houston's one of them because if you followed me during draft time, I was very high on CJ Stroud. He was my quarterback number one. I knew he was going to start, even though it was funny because Bryce Young earned a starting job really early. Anthony Richardson did really early, but it looked like it was going to be CJ Stroud. But it wasn't until I think after the third preseason game where they finally said, hey, look, we're going to give you to go. But I mean, it was really late in the preseason and then CJ Stroud's been playing phenomenal. But he was my quarterback number one. Really, really, really liked the guy. Really, really liked the guy. A lot of you guys don't know this because I've known Tim for a long time, but Tim has like every single Taylor Swift album ever made. That's a true story. My boy Tim says Taylor Swift sucks. Let's go Chiefs. My buddy has Taylor Swift times that we're going to see Taylor Swift at 13 and a half. We already are at 1. You like 47? What happened to the Bengals? I think it's a combination of Burrow not being 100%. I think to be honest with you, I just think that when I watch the Bengals offensively, they just look so out of sync. I think it's all on Burrow. I just, to be honest with you, before the season, Jamar Chase was like, hey, look, if Burrow needs to take a couple weeks off to get healthy, I'm all for it. And in hindsight, that's kind of what it looks like. I thought they were going to bounce back this week against Tennessee. And, it's because when they lost against the Browns, I didn't really blink. I predicted it. I forgot who they played the second week of the season, but when they lost to, when they lost this week, I was like, oh, damn. And they lost in bad fashion, and I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but it just seems like they just need to kind of reset. And, if he's not 100%, I really think that what he needs to do is just sit out for a couple weeks. I did predict that. By the way, I haven't heard back from the guy yet, but I'm trying to for next week where the Chiefs play the Vikings. I reached out to a Vikings YouTuber. I'm not going to promote him yet, but I think these comments are by the way with Taylor Swift here. I'm going to count this. So we're going to go with a 2. So we got 2 Taylor Swift sightings so far. So my buddy at 13 and a half, my buddy George, if you follow him on Twitter, we got another one. We're going to go with 3. This is 3 Taylor Swift sightings already. This is just fantastic. My buddy Tim is a huge Taylor Swift fan. Huge Taylor Swift. He's trying to pretend because he's a guy, but I've known him for a long time. I'm very happy that your Vikings did get the win. Where's everyone at? Denver Gator! Oh man, my buddy Tim's here. I hit Keys up earlier. He will hopefully be joining us here soon. I was actually texting with Keys earlier. So we have the Taylor Swift sightings at 3. My buddy Tim, even though he posted it's a huge Taylor Swift fan. That was actually probably the best game of the week. If you're not aware, Chicago was up 28-7. Denver came back to make it 28-28. Then, instead of kicking a field goal, they go for it on 4th and 1, don't get it, and Denver takes it, goes down, and kicks a field goal. I said this last week. Matt Eberflus, the Bears head coach, I think he's going to be fired after Thursday Night Football. And if you're not aware, the Bears play the Commanders on Thursday night. Someone said talent. Gooch is here! Gooch! And folks, we're getting ready for kickoff here. Kansas City is going to receive. The Jets are going left to right on your television screen as they are going to kick off. They are in the white uniforms. The Chiefs are actually in their home red uniforms, even though they're playing in MetLife Stadium in New York. One place I've never been. Never been to New York. Kick goes into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Chiefs are going to get the ball first on the 25-yard line. If this is your first time watching the Chiefs, you're going to see a lot of different formations. It's going to be a lot of motion, a lot of shifting. It's going to be a very fun offense. Chiefs are going to open up with 3 wide receivers and Travis Kelce motioning out to the bottom of the screen. As a wide receiver here, Pacheco is next to Patrick Mahomes. It's a shotgun snap to Pacheco right up the middle. Pacheco's going to power forward for a gain of 4. And first down run, it's going to be a 2nd and 6 here. It was a damn good game. And Jason's referring to the Bears and Broncos. Actually, it wouldn't be a game I wouldn't mind watching again. And ain't nobody talking about talent. Just kidding, brother Gooch. We have a flag on the play here. This is a unsportsmanlike conduct against the Jets. This is going to be an automatic first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. And Jermaine Johnson, second-year player out of Florida State, got called for the unsportsmanlike. And I was kind of watching this here. I didn't bring it up, but Trey Smith pushed him back about 5 yards, and Jermaine Johnson took a shot after the play. Trey Smith, 6'4", 330-pound guard out of Tennessee. He's getting ready for a big payday. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, hands off to Pacheco. Pacheco's just going to run right into the center of the formation. He's tackled quickly. I didn't see who got the tackle for the Jets, but it's John Franklin Myers for the Jets. Real good defensive lineman. I call him a defensive lineman because he can play both inside and outside. The Jets got a few players that can do that, but this defensive line is one of the best in the NFL. 2nd and 8 here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation here. 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Kelce's going to motion into the slot. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. Goes across the middle. It's Travis Kelce for a first down in enemy territory. Travis Kelce's first catch of the game as he gets into Jet territory with a first down, Kansas City. Real nice play call here by Andy Reid. What he did, motioned Kelce up to the inside. And then basically they're playing zone, and it's just pitch and catch. By NFL standards, it's as easy as it gets. The Jets defensively don't play a ton of man. Now we're going to see a 2 tight end set, 2 wide receiver, motion to the bottom screen. Patrick Mahomes wants to go deep here. He's covered. Check down to Kelce at the 30. Breaks a tackle, gets a first down, out to the 25-yard line. A heavy dose of Kelce early for another Kansas City Chief. First down. Yes. Man, I don't need that energy drink. I really don't need that energy drink. And by the way, if you're curious, the Jets have one of the best defenses in the NFL, but the Kansas City Chiefs have been struggling, but they're out to prove that they're still an offensive powerhouse. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 25-yard line. Motion to the top screen. It's going to be a slip screen. Or I'm sorry, a jet sweep to Sky Moore. Sky Moore goes out to the 20, powers forward to the 17-yard line. It's about a 7-8 yard gain by Sky Moore. This is a real nice play call. What they did is they lined up in 2 tight ends, just motion Sky Moore. It looked like motion, but it was a quick snap, and then it was a jet sweep to Sky Moore, and he got a 8-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and short here inside the red zone for the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are looking to get up early and put the pressure on the Jets. This time, Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation. Pacheco's to his right. Noah Gray to the bottom of the slot. It's going to be a handoff to Pacheco, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He does power forward, so it's only going to be a loss of 1, but he was caught back in the back there. It looks like Solomon Thomas cut through there. Solomon Thomas was originally the third overall pick in the draft. I believe it was 2018 by the 49ers. He's bounced around, but he's got a home here with the Jets. Going to be 3rd and 3 here. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Jared McKinnon enters the game here. Mahomes motions out to his right, and he throws it to Sky Moore. Sky Moore cannot haul it in, and Mahomes is motioning towards Sky Moore. It looks like Sky Moore should have came back to the ball, kind of rounded out the out route there, and Patrick Mahomes looked like he wanted to take a sharper angle to the bottom here. And I apologize about that. Somebody just spammed my account, so my apology. Harrison Butker is out for the field goal here. This is going to be a 37-yard field goal here, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 11:35 in the first quarter here, we got Kansas City strikes blood first. Kansas City's going to be up 3-0, and we're out for a commercial break here. And we got a good one here. And I like that Kansas City came out, put some points on the board. You want to get some pressure on Zach Wilson to produce. He's really struggled taking over for Aaron Rodgers, talented young quarterback who's one of the rare times where he's going against somebody in Patrick Mahomes who's got more raw athletic talent, at least more arm talent than he does. But this is going to be a really tough challenge for Zach Wilson. You don't want to put the Jets in a situation where they need to play in a shootout. You kind of want to keep them in a situation where they're playing in a low-scoring game and they can rely on the run. But I think if Kansas City can get out to a double-digit lead, it could snowball. But good job by the Jets keeping the Kansas City Chiefs to only 3 points in the first possession of the game. All right, here, and if you're doing some sports betting, you can go to DraftKings. The over-under switch to 42.5, and you can get the Chiefs at 9.5 right now. And I don't know if I'd take that. I mean, originally I had Kansas City covering 9.5. I'm just a little hesitant. That's just such a big number. 9.5 is a big number. But for those of you who are doing anybody putting some action down or needs anything from fantasy football, I will be constantly updating that. Plus, I will also be keeping track of Taylor Swift appearances. My boy George has the over-under at Taylor Swift appearances at 13.5, and we got 3 so far. So very excited about that here. Man, oh God, I'm just really jacked up, very excited. Don't forget, everybody, my power rankings video is coming out Monday morning. Monday morning power rankings video is coming out. I'm going to have it released early Monday morning. Haven't figured a time out yet, but I'm leaning towards noon or before noon. And then don't forget, I also go live Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, man. God, I'm jacked up. I am so jacked up. I'm so excited, man. All right, we're back to the game here. Kansas City Chiefs are going to kick off after getting a field goal here, and they're going to kick it out of the end zone. So the Jets are going to take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line once play resumes here. Zach Wilson's going to come out here. And one thing that's interesting is that they acquired boy, I just drew brain freeze, but they're going to start Breece Hall. And I am so embarrassed. I forgot about that. I already dropped the ball here on the gentleman's name here. Dalvin Cook. I'm sorry. They got Dalvin Cook in preseason, but they're going to start Breece Hall time, but we're going to see a lot of Dalvin Cook. It's going to be play action by Zach Wilson. He's getting some pressure. He's moving out. Ball is tipped in the air. It's going to go out of bounds in the Jets sideline here. And it looks like what they did here was that they were going to go ahead and go play action pass and try to take a shot deep. Kansas City was ready for it here because the Jets were lining up 2 tight ends. Looked like they were just going to try to run the ball. And they were going to take a shot deep, and it looks like the Chiefs are just ready for it. Willie Gay was one of the guys handling the ball here, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Jets here. Zach Wilson's in shotgun formation. He's got 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, motions Allen Lazard to the top of the screen. Breece Hall's to his left in shotgun. Zach Wilson's back to pass here, a quick pass to Garrett Wilson, and he's going to be tackled after a very, very short gain. I think it's a gain of 3, so it's going to be 3rd and long. Once play resumes here for the Jets here. This is not the situation you wanted to put the young Zach Wilson in. You didn't want to put him in a situation where he has to make a lot of plays. What the Jets want to do is they really want to rely on the run. Actually, he got 5 yards. That's a lot more than what I thought he would get. 3rd and 5, shotgun formation here. They got Michael Carter, 3rd down back here, trips to the top of the screen. Garrett Wilson to the bottom here. Chiefs are showing blitz. They come, Zach Wilson under pressure, and it's incomplete. L'Jarius Sneed covered all over Garrett Wilson. The Chiefs are not fooled by that at all. It's a quick 3 and out for the New York Jets. This was a really good job. The Chiefs have been getting a little creative here defensively, and this was just such a great job here. By the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Jets, after a 3 and out, are going to punt. 10:46 left in the first here. Jets back to punt here, and it's a booming punt here. It's going to be caught at the 20s. You know what? It's a Washington, and I forgot his name already. He just was called up by the practice squad. It's a Montrell Washington. So. Yeah, I you know you're big time when you get the box. I don't know if you remember this or not, but do you remember when I had some live streams with the sex bots? I got the but yeah, anybody who's got a wrench, if you have a wrench and so you see some spam, feel free to kick them out. Feel free to kick them out. They are not welcome. They are not welcome. I don't mind promoting some of my friends' content. There's several channels that I am really, 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 really high on, but I am not a fan of spam. Not a fan of spam. So the line now has jumped up to 11.5. Hot Mills in your oh boy. Yeah, Denver Gator, I wish you lived closer, man. We had some fun, but Denver Gator is exciting trying to find some hot mills in there. If you are interested in some sports betting to over-under with DraftKings at 42.5, and the lines jumped up to 10.5 here. Hopefully Kansas City, once play resumes, can take advantage of the quick 3 and out and put some more pressure on Zach Wilson and make this a boring game. Next week, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to play the Minnesota Vikings, while the Jets are playing. They're going to play the Denver Broncos. So after this game, I am going to become a Jets fan. And Denver Gator, a huge LSU Tiger Kansas City Chiefs fans feeling the same thing. So it's going to be a great games next week. As I said, there's a possibility I may get a special guest on next week. Please don't forget, Monday, I will have my first power rankings video released early in the morning. Power rankings video is going to come out, my very first one ever. So hopefully check it out. Give me your opinion. And even though I expect everybody to agree with me, back to the game here. Shotgun formation. Patrick Mahomes got the ball, fakes the snap. He wants to go deep, and he's got Noah Gray covered by it's not Quentin Williams. It's actually his brother, the other Williams, and I'm drawing a blank on his name. Quincy Williams. I should have known that. But Quincy Williams, nice coverage on Noah Gray here. What Chiefs were doing was they're lining up in 13 personnel. That's 3 tight ends. And they're trying to isolate Noah Gray on a linebacker and Quincy Williams. Nice play. 2nd and 10 here. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. It's going to be Rice and Kelsey at the bottom of the screen here. Patrick Mahomes scrambling around here. It looks like he's going to take off. He's at the 35, 40, 42-yard line, gets right past the first down marker, then goes right out of bounds for a gain of 11. It's going to be a first down Kansas City here. What they're doing is it looks like they were trying to go deep again. They bracketed Travis Kelsey with 2, and when you bracket, you bracket one of your receivers, and you got 4 out there, and then you flush out the back. You don't have anybody for Mahomes, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Little pitch out this Carlos Edwards-Helaire, CEH. He's going to go around the left side here and pick up a gain of 3. Nice little pitch play out to the outside for the Kansas City Chiefs here as they get CEH to the outside here. It's nice play here because what they want to do is they want to keep the Jets off balance. They want to run and pass kind of at a 50% ratio because you want to make sure that you keep that Patrick guy upright in the pocket. The Kansas City Chiefs like to use 3 running backs. CEH is staying in the game. They actually give him a credit of 4 here. It's going to be Patrick Mahomes back to pass. He's going to pump fake and then scramble, and he gets hit a little late by Jordan Whitehead, but it looks like he's just about 4 inches short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and short here, and Chiefs fans don't want to see Patrick Mahomes get hit like that. At least I don't. But it's going to be 3rd and 1 here. What the Chiefs did is they spread the field out. Same type of situation. Jets were a little more prepared this time, but be careful here with the with at least I want the Chiefs to be careful with Patrick Mahomes running. Patrick Mahomes under center here. He's going to hand off to Isaiah Pacheco. He breaks tackle on the backfield. 40, 35, 30. It's a foot race in 20, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kansas City! Yes! Chiefs! Yes! Nice play by Isaiah Pacheco. He was actually hit in the backfield, broke free, and then it was a foot race. I didn't think he was going to win that, but he proved me wrong. Touchdown, Kansas City! And for those of you keeping track of the Taylor Swift sightings, we are up to 4 now. For my boy, George. Kansas City is up 9-0. And Butker's lining up for the extra point to make this a 10-0 game here. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:32 left in the first quarter, we have Kansas City 10, New York Jets 0. And this is exactly what the Kansas City Chiefs wanted to do. They wanted to put the pressure on Zach Wilson. They wanted to make sure that the Jets couldn't have a balanced offense. The Chiefs run a complex. Well, it's funny because over the years, the Chiefs have used pretty much the same system, and then quietly over the last year or two, the Chiefs have become a little more nuanced. And if you're watching this on YouTube TV like I am, there's a Taylor Swift commercial, but that doesn't count as the Taylor Swift sightings that my boy George. By the way, if you're into sports betting, check out my boy George on Twitter. I don't have the link below, but all my social media links are below. I am broadcasting to you live on Twitter. I am live on Facebook, but if you are curious, I am having a problem with Facebook because Facebook copyright infringed myself. Actually, according to this, it looks like I'm back live on Facebook. So uh, sorry about that. I double checking with myself. And by the way, bear with me here. I'm having some technical difficulties here, but I think I'm set up good now. So we're back here. Gooch says he's already tired of Taylor. There's a lot of people that are kind of sick of it already. I am not one of them. I love it. I love it. And my boy George has the over under at 13.5. I'm counting 4. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So we're at 4. But yeah. I love it. The over-under is back up at 47.5, and they're now placing the line at 16.5. So, oh man! So you know what? I'm kind of happy because I was banned on Facebook for whatever reason, and now I'm checking through here, and you can now see that if you're watching this on whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you can. I'm sorry, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Because for the last several days, I've been fighting with Facebook trying to get this broadcast on Facebook. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. That was pretty cool. I was kind of frustrated with Facebook. So, man, God, what a great game so far. Chiefs take an early lead 10-0. We're all going to be Jets fans next week as they play the Denver Broncos. All right, we are back to the game here. Butker's lining up for the kickoff here, and it looks like this is also going to go in the end zone. No, it's actually going to be returned here. It's going to be Michael Carter. He's out to the 15, tries to get out to the 20. He's going to be tackled up at the 20, and it's not Michael Carter. I apologize. I thought it was 32. It's actually 82. That's Xavier Gibson, and I thought it was Michael Carter, so I messed up there. Joining late, Kinsey jumped out to a 10-0 lead as we are starting. We're about midway through the first quarter. Jets got the ball back here. Jets are going to line up 2 tight ends to the top of the screen. They got 2 wide receivers who are in motion to tight end to the bottom. So it's a tight end on each side. It's a run play to Breece Hall. He's going to cut up to the center, 25-30, gets a first down. Nice job by Breece Hall. Breece Hall, one of my draft crushes, 2nd-round pick out of Iowa State last year. He was injured early. He looked like he was going to be rookie of the year and tore up his knee, and he's come back, and he looks pretty good early on. He's splitting time with Dalvin Cook, a free agent pickup they got from the Vikings earlier. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jets here. Zach Wilson's going to be under center here. 3 tight ends here. Looks like all 3 of them to the top, motioning one to the bottom here. Garrett Wilson's the lone wide receiver to the bottom. Play action pass. They're going to just get Breece Hall out in the flat. Nice hit there by Justin Reed, safety, but still after a gain of 7. So we have a 2nd and short here as the Jets offense relying on Breece Hall. And this is kind of what they want to do. They want to rely on Breece Hall. They want to run the ball. They want to control the clock. But when you're down by 10, this is a key possession for the Jets. I don't think they want to give the ball back to Kansas City and have them extend the lead without scoring. It's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 30. Looks like the 39-yard line here. Old school I formation handoff to this is going to be Dalvin Cook. He's going to go right up the middle, but he's going to be stuffed here. He's going to get a gain of 1, maybe 2 here, but it's going to be 3rd down and short here. Very big 3rd down here for the Jets. You don't want to go and give the Chiefs the ball back and have them add to the lead this early. You don't want to be one-dimensional if you're the Jets. You really need to make this 3rd and 1 here. We are going to 6:30 in the first quarter here. Kansas City is up 10-0 here. Zach Wilson's going to be in shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the top, 2 tight ends. It's going to be Breece Hall is going to be to his right. They're going to throw the ball. Zach Wilson back to pass here. Goes and incomplete. I'm going to let you know, this was a terrible play call. This was a terrible play call. I don't know if Zach Wilson was given freedom audible here. Kansas City Chiefs had, it looks like Kansas City Chiefs had 8 right at the line of scrimmage. I understand that normally when this happens, you want to go ahead and throw the ball. They should have just ran it. It was 3rd and 1, and instead of punting, this was a bad play call by Coach Hackett, and the Jets are going to punt here. At least they're in punting formation here. And it snaps back, punts away, and this is a big punt. It's motion for a fair catch here at the 10-yard line, and we have another Taylor Swift sighting, so we're up to 5 on Taylor Swift, and Gooch cannot get enough of Taylor Swift. He's a huge Taylor Swift fan, so if you're watching this on YouTube TV, you're going to get a lot of Taylor Swift commercials. So we got the Taylor Swift sightings. We are now at 5. I personally cannot get enough of it. And the Kansas City Chiefs, when they get the ball back, they are up 10-0. The over-under is 16.5. And the over-under is at 45.5. Chiefs are 16.5 point favorite right now. And this is really one-sided. The Jets made a big mistake here. I understand the Chiefs stuffed the box, but I think on 3rd and 1, even with the box the way it is, I think that with the game going the way it is, I think you should just ran the ball twice. And I say twice because even though it's 4th down in Kansas City territory, I really think that you should have went ahead and got the 1st down and got the defense off the field. This was a really big mistake because the Jets can run the ball on Kansas City. Let's be very clear. The Chiefs defense is doing a good job. Chiefs defense very underrated early on in the season, but the Jets can run the ball. They're not going to be able to run all over Kansas City, but they can have some success. 3rd and 1. I really think what they should have done is just run the ball, take the pressure off of Zach Wilson. And now you're giving the ball back to a very high-powered Kansas City Chiefs offense, which for the first couple of weeks of the season has struggled. But so far, 10 points in 2 possessions for the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Jets defense, if the Jets want to get back into this game, the defense is going to have to do something. The defense is going to have to do something. But if you're a Chiefs fan early on, you couldn't ask for a better beginning. It's a 10-0 as we are still on commercial break here. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, I will have my very first Power Rankings video coming out tomorrow morning. My very first Power Rankings video is coming out tomorrow morning. And I will also go live Tuesday, and my picks video will be out Tuesday. We are back to action here. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Pacheco. Right of the middle, gets to 15, powers forward to the 17. And Isaiah Pacheco scored on a 49, I think it was a 49-yard touchdown run earlier. He's quickly approaching 100 yards. Nice gain by Pacheco on 1st down. Is I think Kansas City, what they want to do at this point is just keep the Jets defense off balance. I think you want to see a nice run pass combination. 2nd and 4 here. Chiefs have 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to bottom. Little quick screen to Travis Kelce. So what Travis Kelce did is that he was in the slot and just turned around, caught the ball, and got a quick 10 yards for a 1st down. Very nice play call by Andy Reid. It was just a quick snap, very fast, very easy. By the way, Patrick Mahomes, 3 out of 5 for 37 yards. All 3 of those are to Travis Kelce. So Travis Kelce, 3 receptions, 37 yards. 5:11 left in the first here. Diamond formation, 2 wide receivers in the game here. It's going to be a fake handoff to Pacheco. Patrick Mahomes wants to go deep, gets off bounds towards Pacheco. He's at the 35, 40, 45, 50. 45, 40, and there's a flag on the play here. My guess is that this is going to be holding. If you're not familiar with the diamond formation is that Patrick Mahomes has players to his left and to his right in the backfield, and then one behind him, if I'm correct, it was a wide receiver and Kelce, and then it was Pacheco a couple of yards behind him. But there's a flag on the play. This was a blown coverage by the Jets here because once Pacheco went out to the flat, nobody was around him. Usually this is holding, and this is going to be I don't believe this. This is actually 2 penalties, both against the Jets. Oh man, and I was positive this was going to be holding, but what they did is it was actually illegal contact. I'm sorry, it was holding against Kelsey. So what they were doing is they're bracketing Kelsey, and then they were playing. They don't do a lot of this, but they were playing man. Nobody was on Pacheco in the flat, and oh my God, just a massive gain here for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Jets' 42-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, shotgun formation, CEH enters the game. He's going to take the handoff, breaks a tackle, gets out to the 35, corkscrews his way to the 33-yard line. Looks like it's about a gain of 9 here. Nice run by CEH, former first-round draft pick out of LSU. Nice run by CEH is what the Chiefs are doing right now. It's really keeping the Jets' defense, one of the better defensive units in the National Football League, really off balance. Great job by Kansas City early. It's going to be 2nd and 1 here. Patrick Mahomes is going to be under center here, and it's going to be a quick snap. CEH is going to get the carry and stuff behind the line of scrimmage here. Quincy Williams, his brother Quentin Williams, got a massive contract this offseason. His little brother went and made a very nice play here and stopped CEH for a loss of 1. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, keep in mind the Chiefs are in field goal range, but it would be a long field goal. It's not the ideal situation to make a field goal. Field goal from here would be about 52 yards. So it's 3rd and 2 here. Jerick McKinnon's entered the game here. He's to Mahomes' left. Patrick Mahomes takes a shotgun snap, pumps, delivers. Noah Gray, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kansas City! Yes! 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 Another touchdown for the Chiefs. 16-0. And great job here. It was a play action pass. Then it was a pump fake. They were putting so much attention on Travis Kelce, who was running, I'm going to call it an in route. Basically, he faked the slant, came back inside. Noah Gray ran what's called a wheel route, where you just basically go to the outside. Kind of a mixed up coverage for the Jets here. 16-0. Bucker's lined up for the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. With 3:24 left in the first, Kansas City 17, Jets nothing. By the way, Patrick Mahomes, that was Patrick Mahomes' 200th touchdown pass. He did it in 84 games as an NFL all-time record, breaking Dan Marino's previous record. It took him only 89 games. Patrick Mahomes beat that by 5. Folks, it looks like it's going to be a good game if you're a Chiefs fan. Chiefs 17, Jets 0 as we go to commercial. We're not even done with the first quarter, and Chiefs already got 17. Well, actually, Denver Gator, you missed out. My boy George, who joined the show a couple weeks ago, he put it at 13.5. He got 13.5, and I took the over, and I'm at 5. I'm at 5 already, but I'm gonna let you know right now. I love it. I love it. Well, I think I'm going to bed now. Just Jets are trash. Tim, I encourage you tomorrow morning when you're up and about to check out my power rankings video. My first ever power rankings video is coming out. 13.5, yeah, for the whole game. We're at 5 already. We're at 5 in the first quarter. Yeah, George beat you to it. By the way, Denver, I know Denver Gator, you're not on you don't like doing that social media thing anymore, but you do want to check out anybody who does any kind of sports betting. Do follow my boy George, maybe the best football handicapper in the country. That's no lie. Matter of fact, he had a heavy action this week, and I didn't show it. I didn't think about it, but he had heavy action. He took over 6.5 for the Cowboys. So he had a very, very, very nice weekend. So I predicted New England would win. Bet they pull Wilson before it's over. He is horrible. LOL. Yeah, I told you, Tim, when the score was 10-0, it was 3rd and 1. They should have just ran the ball, and I think they should have ran it twice. And I say twice because what they should have done is that even if they didn't make it, it was 4th and 1. You don't want to put Zach Wilson in a bad situation. They just signed Trevor Siemian earlier. I think they signed him Monday, and if he's playing already, that's a bad sign for the Jets. That's a really, really, really bad sign for the Jets. It wouldn't surprise me if they do pull Wilson. Actually, it wouldn't. He doesn't look comfortable in this offense. He doesn't look ready, and now they're already down by 17. We're back to the game, folks, and Butker is going to kick, and this one is going out of the end zone, so the Jets are going to get the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, and this is just a really, really bad situation for the New York Jets. What they really wanted to do is they really, really just wanted to keep this game close. They wanted to run the ball. They wanted to use their 2 running backs. They wanted to rely on one of the better defenses in the National Football League, which Kansas City early on is just shredding. So Zach Wilson's under center here. He's got 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom here. A little jet sweep to I don't know who that is off the top of my head. I can't see it. It's I believe it's the kick returner here. It's the kick returner, Xavier Gibson, and the Chiefs snubbed this out really quickly. It's a loss of 1 here. Very sloppy from the get-go here. And Leo Chenal, second-year player out of Wisconsin here. The Chiefs are using him as a pseudo defensive end outside linebacker. And he tackles Gibson for a loss of 1. So it's 2nd and 11 here for the Jets. And Wilson's in shotgun formation. Breece Hall's to his right. They got two tight ends to the bottom of the screen. 2 wide receivers to the top. Pressure on Wilson. He dumps it off to Breece Hall, and Breece Hall's quickly tackled by Drew Tranquill. Drew Tranquill stepping in for Nick Bolton, Chiefs. I want to call him Pro Bowl linebacker because he was 4th in the league in tackles last year, but somehow he didn't make the Pro Bowl. Drew Tranquill came over from the Chargers, taking over as a quarterback of the defense for the Kansas City Chiefs. That was a very nice play by Tranquill, stuffing Breece Hall after gain of 4, so it's 3rd and long for Zach Wilson. And if the Jets have any hope of making this a game, they got to convert this. They absolutely cannot go 3 and out here. Zach Wilson in shotgun formation here, 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 at the bottom here. Chiefs going to bring a blitz here. It's a throw. 1st down, Garrett Wilson. He gets the ball at the 38-yard line here. This is a very nice out route by Garrett Wilson. What they did is they sent one guy deep. They put the slot. They had him. They had the top receiver, which I believe was Alan Lazard. He just ran a fly. That way the safety couldn't do anything about it. And then actually at the top of the screen was former Chief McCole Hardman. He was running a clear out, and then Garrett Wilson just ran an out route. Nice pitch and catch. Very nice throw by Zach Wilson. So you watch Zach Wilson. He makes throws like that, and you're like, wow, this guy can play here. Play action. Flea flicker. Zach Wilson's almost sacked, and he is sacked. He is sacked. The Chiefs bring a blitz. Mike Edwards, free agent from Tampa, comes in, gets the sack. The Jets try to get tricky, run a flea flicker, and they go over to Rodgers, and he looks disgusted. And this is a nice play. So what the Jets did is they had 2 wide receivers, and they were trying to sneak out Lazard deep. And bottom line, the Chiefs just had plenty of pressure, and Zach Wilson. So they didn't fall for this. George Karlaftis almost got the sack, and then Mike Edwards, the new safety that they brought in, got the sack. So it's 2nd and 20 here. Zach Wilson in shotgun formation, and this was almost a delay of game here. Zach Wilson dumps it off to Xavier Gibson here. Now here's the drill. What they did is they moved Gibson in motion from the bottom to the top of the screen here. And they didn't, that way he was the outlet guy as Zach Wilson wanted to go deep here, but it was only a gain of 4 here. And we are closing up the first quarter here as the Chiefs are up 17-0, and the first quarter officially does come to an end. So at the end of one, we have Kansas City 17, the Jets nothing. Man, if you're a Chiefs fan, you could not ask. There is no possible way you could ask for a better beginning. There is no possible way you could ask for a better beginning. Dude, what is crazy is the Jets hit on several good picks. Bud missed on Wilson and Rodgers' injury. That's how much quarterback matters. Crazy glad we are on the good side of it. Yeah, when you draft a bad quarterback, usually it sets your franchise back several years. And, it's funny because I was the only one that thought that they would take Justin Fields instead of Zach Wilson. And, to be perfectly honest, neither one of them's panned out. Keep in mind, if the Jets a couple of years ago don't beat the playoff-bound Rams, there's a good chance Trevor Lawrence goes to New York instead. It was just a fluke win the Jets had at the end of the year. So instead of having the first pick in the draft, which ended up being Trevor Lawrence, they get Zach Wilson. And it's funny because in that draft, everybody knew that Trevor Lawrence, I thought Trevor Lawrence could have left after his freshman year. He won that national championship for Clemson. He could have gone straight to the NFL. I knew he had to put on some weight, but he put on some weight. I thought he was going to do a lot better so far, but they did get a win in Wembley Stadium against the Falcons, so they're back at 2-2. But I don't think anybody debates that Trevor Lawrence would be better than Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's just really struggling right now. And I thought the move for Rodgers was a good move. It's a shame when players get hurt like Aaron Rodgers did, but that's the nature of the beast. It's just the nature of the beast. The NFL, that's one of the things we like about it. It's a violent sport. It's a tough sport. It's so hard to, it's just so hard to stay healthy in the NFL. It really is, but you got to have good depth. You got to have good depth. And Zach Wilson needs to prove that he's worthy of being the second overall pick. And look, we're far from over, folks. We are far from over. I mean, we got 3 quarters left here. We're back to the game here. It's going to be 3rd and 16 at their own 32-yard line. Zach Wilson's in shotgun formation, trips to the top of the screen, tight end to the bottom, flexed out as a wide receiver. Michael Carter's the running back. He's back, and he's got plenty of time to throw here. Justin Reed tackles the tight end. I can't see who that is. I believe it's starting tight end, but I can't really tell from the angle. But he's short of the first down. It's is that Tyler Conklin? Yes, it is. It's Tyler Conklin. So Tyler Conklin makes the catch here, but it's only for 11 yards, and they needed 16, so it's going to be 4th and 5 here. Jets are going to go ahead and punt. Not what they needed, but what they did is they took a safe route. They didn't want a turnover here, so the Jets are going to punt here. Washington's going to he's going to let it bounce into the end. No, it took a nice hop here for the Jets. The Jets are going to down the ball inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. There is a flag on the play here. We'll have to wait and see what the flag is, but it looks like Kinsey is going to get the ball inside their own 10-yard line here once play resumes. But we're going to take a look here what's going on before we make a decision here. It looks like this could be on Kansas City, so we may be actually starting inside the 5-yard line here, and that's what we're looking at. It's a illegal contact on Joshua Williams, the second-year corner out of Fayetteville State, a player I absolutely love, but he made a mistake there, and it's going to be Chiefs are going to get the ball inside the 5. By the way, Patrick Mahomes, with his 200th career touchdown, also went over 25,000 passing yards. He is the fastest in NFL history to ever do it. Basically, every time Patrick Mahomes plays a game, he breaks an all-time record. Patrick Mahomes back to pass, shotgun snap. Quick throw to Kelsey here, and the Jets are trying to say that it was incomplete, and it is. It would have been a short gain, a gain of 5, but it would have got him outside the the 5-yard line. That was something that Kansas City wanted to do, but wasn't able to do it early on. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here. Kansas City is up 17-0. Patrick Mahomes 5 out of 8 for 104 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Mahomes in shotgun formation, moving Jared McKinnon to the top of the screen here. He's going to take a handoff right up the middle, gets a gain of 3 here. So Jared McKinnon gets the Chiefs outside the 5, but it's going to be 3rd and long here for the Kansas City Chiefs here inside the 10-yard line. So if the Jets can hold them here, they should at least be able to get good field position and try to make this a ball game. Don't be surprised if, by the way, if you're a Chiefs fan watching right now and you're yawning and you're worried, look, we got 3 quarters left, folks, and we got 3 quarters left, and the Jets can make some plays here. It's 3rd and 7 on the 7-yard line here for Kansas City. They got 2 wide receivers, now 3 to the bottom of the screen here. Kelsey was lined up, and Patrick Mahomes, the pass caught by MVS, fumbled, or are they going to call this incomplete? And it looks like they're going to call it incomplete here. I thought MVS caught it, but he was not able to retain possession here. And they're going to look at this again, but there was pressure on Patrick Mahomes. He did get hit, but and there is a flag on the play here. We're going to take a look and see what this flag is. James says, I didn't get your thoughts on the Lions defeating the Packers. I couldn't make your Friday live show. Hey, James, man, that was a good one. And folks, this is if you're watching this live, you saw what just happened. Juwan Taylor had a face mask penalty inside the end zone. So what this means is that the Jets awarded a safety, so they are going to get 2 points and the ball back. So I warned you that, 17-0, things look good. It's now 17-2, and the Jets get the ball back. 17-2, and the Jets now get the ball back. James, man, I encourage you to check out my power rankings video that I'm releasing Monday. That was kind of the big thing about Friday is that I'm going to do a power rankings. I'm doing a Monday morning power rankings video. And so Monday morning power rankings video, and I'm going to have that released, and you can kind of see how I grade the Lions out. And then I'll also have my picks video still coming out on Tuesday, but I'm going to try to do it a little earlier. So the Jets are going to get the ball back, and the Chiefs are going to kick the ball into the end zone for a touchback. So the Jets are going to get the ball on the 25-yard line. The Jets get a 2-point bucket. Juwan Taylor, much maligned Juwan Taylor, grabs a face mask, and it ends up being a safety. This is the guy that is making $80 million over the last 4 years, and no offensive lineman in the NFL has more penalties against him than Juwan Taylor. Does Salah say anything all game, or you just stand there and look pissed and never see him say anything on the sidelines? He's just that type of coach. I think he's a world-class defensive coordinator. I'm not sold on him as a head coach, but I've been saying this. Don't be, even though it's 17-0, it's a good start. Let's Chiefs got to keep it going here. The Jets get the ball. They get Breece Hall, and the formation was Zach Wilson was in shotgun. It was a quick pitch to Breece Hall to the outside, and he got a gain of 3, but actually they're calling it a gain of 2. But listen, if you're a Chiefs fan and you're watching this and you're up 17-0, and you think that, hey, everything's over. No, this Jets team has a really, really good defense. They had a great punt forced the safety. Zach Wilson now just got to get some points off the board, or get some points on the board. Old school I formation. Zach Wilson under center here. It's going to fake the handoff to Breece Hall. He wants to go deep, goes across center. Garrett Wilson at the 40 for a first down. Garrett Wilson, nice play here. And what this was, old school I formation football. And Garrett Wilson just ran what's called a dig route, basically a 15-yard in. And what they did, play action pass, wanted to prevent anything going deep. And Garrett Wilson just ran an in route, little pitch and catch. Nice throw by Zach Wilson, by the way. Well, I mean, they were. But you made a mistake, gave the Jets 2 points, and now we got a ball game. It's a 1st and 10 at the 40 here. Old school I formation, fakes the handoff here. Zach Wilson bootlegs around to the left. He wants to go deep, does go deep. And it's Allen Lazard with the catch at the 20. Chiefs fans, I warned you about this. We got a ball game. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch here. Wilson to Lazard. And what this was that Lazard was just lined up one-on-one against Trent McDuffie and ran a what's called a sluggo route. It's an out and up move. And then basically he had to come back for the ball, and Zach Wilson just threw one up for grabs. It was basically a jump ball, what's called a 50-50 ball. And Allen Lazard made the play here. Jets are at the 20-yard line, gain of 39 here. Still sticking that old school formation, 13 formation here. Play action pass to Breece Hall, a little flip out to the side here. It's not Conklin this time. It's Ruckert. He's the backup tight end as the Jets went to 13 personnel. 13 personnel is when you have 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver, and 1 running back. And what they did is play action pass to the top, bootleg to the bottom, hit Ruckert in the flat for a gain of 4. Nice play call by the Jets, by the way. What you want to do is just try – here you need to get some points. You need to get some points here. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs 17-yard line. Zach Wilson, shotgun formation. Breece Hall to his right, trips at the top of the screen. A little bubble screen to Garrett Wilson. Breaks a tackle. And then Willie Gay broke a tackle by Drew Tranquil. Nice little juke move. Willie Gay dragged him down after a gain of 4. So it's going to be 3rd and short here. They're going to call it 3rd and 3, look closer to a gain of 2, but very key 3rd down. Don't get me wrong, the Jets, even with a field goal, the Jets get something here, but I think the Jets really want to get a touchdown, try to make this a ball game again. It's going to be 3rd, and they're going to call it 3 here. Actually, it does look like 3. I thought it was closer to the 12. It's actually, they marked the ball right at the 13-yard line, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to call a timeout. So with 10:01 left in the second, Chiefs used their first time out, and the score is 17-2. 17-2. Yeah, it's true. It's true story. And we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but last week and this week, the Jets are switching their offensive lineman. Mekhi Becton played at right tackle last week. This week he's playing on the left side, and he's actually playing pretty damn good football. Former first-round pick, and then Elijah Vera Tucker, last year's first-round pick, or 2 years ago, first-round pick is on the right side. 3rd and 3 here for the Jets. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Michael Carter's to Zach Wilson's right. Zach Wilson's back to pass. He was wrapped up by Garrett Wilson. And, oh, man, this was a great play by Zach Wilson because George Karlaftis had him wrapped up, thought that George Karlaftis had him for a sack, broke free of it, spun out to the bottom of the screen, threw a beautiful throw to Conklin, and threw a beautiful pass to Conklin on the run. And Conklin, a diving catch, had 2 hands on it, but couldn't come up with it. So the Jets are going to kick a 31-yard field goal, try to make this a 17-5 game. So the kick is going to be up, and it is good. So the Jets now have 5. Just exactly like I planned it. Kansas City 17, Jets 5. Everybody saw that coming. And the Chiefs' $80 million right tackle ends up holding onto a face mask, and which resulted in a safety. Jets get the ball back. The Jets easily, they're the Jets' nicest offensive play, and or a nice offensive drive, go downfield, get a field goal. So we now, you know what? I mean, a lot of people thought it was just going to be a joke game when it was 17-0, but the Jets, man, that defense is really, 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 really good. Jets defense is very, 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 very good. So we got a 17-5 ball game, folks. 17-5 ball game. If you are looking at DraftKings, the over-under is at 50.5 now. But you can still get the Chiefs at 16.5. Hey, James, if you're still here, man, do check out my my first ever power rankings video. It's going to be out Monday morning, tomorrow morning. You can check to see how I think of the Detroit Lions. And then on my weekly picks video will be out on Tuesday. My weekly picks video will be out Tuesday. So don't want to miss both of those. And then I'll be on live Tuesday. There is a possibility I will get a special guest. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. But there's a chance I may get a special guest on for Tuesday's show. I'm still trying to work on it. Still working on it. But really excited about it. By the way, if you're watching, thank you so much. I am luckily live on both Facebook. Live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I really thought that I had some problems with Facebook, but ended up getting it fixed. And Facebook, you can now watch this on Facebook or wherever you're at. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. And what looks like it could be a fun game. Originally, the Chiefs jumped out to a 17-0 lead thanks to a face mask in the end zone penalty. Jets got a 2-point bucket. Had their best offensive drive of the game, went downfield and put a field goal up. So we're now at 17-5. 17-5, and the Chiefs are going to go ahead and get the ball. The Chiefs are going to go ahead and get the ball here. The score is 17-5, 9:50 left in the second. Jets are kicking off to the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are going to let this go in the end zone, and they are going to take the ball out at the 25-yard line once play resumes here. So 9:50 left in the second. Kansas City Chiefs 17, Jets 5. Oh, man, I'm jacked up. All right, Chiefs are lining up 13 personnel, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. It's a fake handoff here. Patrick Mahomes wants to go deep. He's going to check down. Interception! He's trying to hit Noah Gray. Throws a pick. Interception. Jets pick it off in enemy territory. If you thought it was going to be an easy game, you are mistaken. Nice play by the New York Jets. I remember who this guy is. It's Ashton Davis. I think third-year player out of Cal. I remember his third-round pick guy I really liked out of Cal here. And what the Jets did is they were just playing zone coverage, and they were bracketing. They were actually just playing. They had everything cut off in the thirds. Ashton Davis undercuts Gray. Patrick Mahomes does the I'm bad thing. 1st and 10 for the Jets. At the Chiefs' 41-yard line, 2 wide receivers to the top, Garrett Wilson to the bottom. Zach Wilson's under center, and it looks like it's a false start here on the New York Jets here. So it's going to be a false start on the Jets. It's going to be 1st and 15. Patrick Mahomes throws a pick. Jets get the ball back, and Kai Becton. I brought him up earlier because he's been banged up, but he's a very talented man, maybe the largest, if not the largest, one of the largest offensive linemen in the NFL at the combine. He weighed at 371. Yeah, big left tackle for the Jets here. Zach Wilson under center here. He's going to fake the handoff to Breece Hall here, and then they're going to go with the screen here. Breece Hall catches the ball at the 45, tackled quickly by Alode Nadi, And they're going to call a flag here. I'm not sure if Noddy got called with a horse collar there or not. I'm going to see what the flag is, but I thought it was a horse collar. It looked like let me rephrase that. It could have been a horse collar by Noddy here, and that would have been a that would result in a automatic first down. And that's exactly what the call is. It's going to be a horse collar on Noddy. That's going to be an automatic first down for the Jets. And they're showing the replay here, and this just looks like a bad call. It looks like a bad call because he didn't. All right, I'm going to confess here. I thought that if he grabbed his jersey on the front side, it was not a horse collar. I thought it was only from the back because he grabs it right between where the V goes. He just grabbed him right here. I thought you could do that. I actually thought that was legal, so I learned something new. 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 29-yard line. Zach Wilson under center. Motions for Conklin to go into motion. Zach Wilson wants to go into the end zone. And, Allen Lazard had L'Jarius Sneed beat in the end zone. That was a missed opportunity for the Jets. I apologize. It was Garrett Wilson. I thought it was Allen Lazard. He was open in the end zone. So this was one-on-one. This was Garrett Wilson against a L'Jarius Sneed, and it looked like he was running a stop and go, and he got Sneed to stop, and he had a step on him. That should have been a touchdown. That should have been a touchdown for the New York Jets. Blown opportunity there, but 2nd and 10 here. The Jets are going to go back to 13 personnel. Dalvin Cook is in the game. Motion for a Conklin to the top of the screen. Dalvin Cook gets the ball to the bottom of the screen. Nice, powerful run by Dalvin Cook here as he gets a gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here for the Jets. Now, keep in mind the Jets get a field goal here. It's 17-8. That's not the worst thing in the world, but it's still a 2-possession game. So you really want to get a touchdown here if you're the Jets. You really want to get this back to a 1-possession game. Do I think the Jets would kick a field goal? Absolutely. But we'll see what happens here. It's 3rd and 5 for the Jets here. They're going to line up 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Tight end, Conklin split out at the bottom. Michael Carter's to Zach Wilson's left. Zach Wilson's in shotgun formation here. Zach Wilson gets the ball here. Pressure from the Chiefs. It's a quick out by Randall Cobb. Catches the ball. Joshua Williams all over him, but he makes a very nice catch. He was stopped just short of the first down, but extends forward. So it's going to be a first down for the Jets here. Very nice pitch and catch here. Randall Cobb just ran a nice out route. Didn't get a lot of separation from Joshua Williams, but was able to make a nice catch and extended forward for a first down. That was a very nice throw by Zach Wilson. Threw it in a very tight window here. 1st and 10 for the Jets at the Kansas City 19. They're officially inside the red zone. Garrett Wilson motion here. They're going to fake the Jets sweep, go with the end around to Xavier Williams. He's at the 25 to 15. Breaks a tackle at the 10, out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Xavier Gipson, nice run. He was stopped originally at the 12-yard line, refused to go down, bounced to the outside, got inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Jets at the 5. Nice play call, nice motion. I was making fun of the Jets offensive coordinator, former Broncos head coach, but that was a very nice play call. It was a simple end around. They did a little window dressing with a fake jet sweep. First, it's going to be actually 1st and goal. Looks like the 6 here. Zach Wilson in under shotgun. Dalvin Cook gets to run right up the middle here. Powers forward for a gain of 4, almost a gain of 5 here. And a very nice run by the Jets. And this is exactly what the Jets wanted to do. They wanted to run the ball. They wanted to take the pressure off of Zach Wilson. They want to keep the game close. And after the Chiefs got up 17-0, it looked like to be a snoozer. But the Jets first of all, they took advantage of the safety. Then they got an interception, and now it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. I thought originally it was going to be at the 2. They're going to put Breece Hall. They're in goal line set here, 3 tight ends. It's going to be play action pass to Breece Hall here. Zach Wilson and CJ Omas. It's going to be a touchdown, Jets. It's CJ Uzma, formerly of the Cincinnati Bengals. So it's a play action pass Nice corner route, nice pitch and catch here for the Jets. And the score is now 17-11. So for those of you who thought that this was going to be a snoozer, no, we got a ball game, folks. We got a ball game. And this is what people were thinking. This is what people were thinking. Umazah, Uzomah, and this is what people are thinking. But the Jets now at the field goal can make this a 17-12 game. The kick is up and it is good, and that's where we're at. So with 6:26 left in the second, Kansas City 17, Jets 12. Folks, we got a ball game. We got a ball game. We got some excitement here. Chiefs started off 17, but the Jets have 12 unanswered points. We got a ball game, folks. We got a ball game. We got some fun here. We got some fun. I don't even know why I'm drinking this energy drink. I'm beyond jacked up. According to DraftKings, Chiefs are now an 8.5-point favorite, and over-under is 54.5. All right, bear with me. I'm having some technical difficulties, and I'm not sure what the hell's going on. All right, apologize here. I'm having some technical difficulties, so bear with me just one moment. Okay. Okay, I'm having some technical difficulties here, but I will be back up and running here any second here. All right, YouTube TV was going a little crazy. Yeah, you're right, man. He's not looking bad. He's not looking bad at all. He's not looking bad at all. This is kind of what I was really expecting, to be perfectly honest. This is what I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. Apologize about that. I was having some technical difficulties here, but I'm back and running. Luckily, the technical difficulties happened while I was on commercial break. One Pride 40, you are correct. Zach Wilson is not looking too bad. And what you wanted to do is exactly what they did this last drive. And what you wanted to do is you just wanted to keep this. You wanted to run the ball. You don't want Zach Wilson in a shootout against Patrick Mahomes. All right, that's the last thing that you want. What you want to do is you want to have the defense make some plays, which they have. And then what you want to do is you want to run the ball and then throw the ball, a nice balanced offense. And that's what the Jets are doing. So after the Chiefs went up 17-0, the Jets came back, put up 12 quick. But look, we're at 6:26 left, and we got a ball game, man. One Pride, man. I'm glad you're here, brother. When he first came out, this is what – I thought the Jets were a bad fit for him, to tell you the truth. You have a defensive-minded coach and a guy who's really raw with a lot of potential. I just didn't think it was a good fit. I didn't think the Jets were a good fit. I think sitting with Rodgers for a little bit was going to be really good for him. I still think it could be really good for him. But this is kind of the last couple drives, he's looked good. Well, let's see what your Chiefs can do. I know you're excited about the Chiefs. Your Chiefs lining up 3 tight ends here. It's going to be a play action pass to Pacheco. Then they're going to hit Pacheco out in the flat. Pacheco makes a juke inside to the 30, dives to the 34. So he's going to be short of the first down, but it's going to be 2nd and 1. Very nice play by the Chiefs here. Is that even though the Chiefs go 13 personnel, all 3 of their tight ends can catch the ball, and all 3 of them are dangerous receivers. So even though the Chiefs go to 13 personnel, they have 3 really good receivers on the fields. Now we're going to go with 3 wide receivers and Travis Kelce lining up and hand in the ground as standard wide tight end. It's going to be Pacheco to the outside, 35 to the 40. He's going to corkscrew his way to the 44-yard line. First down by Kansas City here. And Pacheco's having a game, folks. Pacheco is having a game. And he scored, for those of you who tuned in late, he had a 50-yard touchdown run earlier. and I just powered forward for a gain of 9 on a 2nd and 1 here. So as we're approaching the 5-minute mark in the second half, in the second quarter here, Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, a little quick pitch to Pacheco out to the outside, makes a move to 45, corkscrews his way at 50, keeps his feet, gets it at 45 for a first down, Kansas City. This was a great run. He was hit, corkscrewed himself, went forward, got an additional 5 yards and a first down. Isaiah Pacheco is having a game. He was hit by 2 Jets defenders after a gain of 7, corkscrewed his way out, kept his bounce, got an additional 5 yards for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. What a great run here by Isaiah Pacheco. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to replace him with CEH. He's going to go out to the top of the screen here, empty formation, Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. He's going to go play. Oh boy. And him and Travis Kelce had a little miscommunication there. This was almost an interception here as they were just trying to hit Travis Kelce for a quick gain. Instead of getting Kelce at a quick gain here, C.J. Mosley came very close to getting an interception. And what happened is Travis Kelce went outside, Mahomes threw the ball inside, and it hit C.J. Mosley in the hands. That very easily could have been an interception. Thank God it wasn't. 2nd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to put Kadarius Toney in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Pacheco right up the middle. He's going to power forward for a gain of 4, maybe 5. So it's going to be 3rd in either a long 5 or a short 6 here. Very key 3rd down for the Kansas City Chiefs as we are going inside 4 minutes here in the first half. So in the second quarter here, we have just 4 minutes remaining. In case you missed it or you're tuning in late, Kansas City Chiefs jumped out 17-0, but the Jets have clawed her back with 12 unanswered points. Kansas City Chiefs now 3rd and 6 at the Jets 41-yard line here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, back to pass. He's going to throw the ball here. Kadarius Toney makes the first down catch. Nice play by the Kansas City Chiefs. Kadarius Toney was lined up in the backfield, flipped out to the flat, went up the field for a nice 15-yard gain. Kansas City Chiefs first down. This is a very nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs. Basically took Kadarius Toney, put him out in the flat just like a running back. They put him isolated on the safety, which Chiefs felt was a mismatch. This was very close to being a penalty, but it ended up, it looked like a late hit, but it ends up it wasn't called. Doesn't look like it was. Little pitch play to Kadarius Toney. Nice screen. Bounces off the tackler, goes inside for a gain of 7. Very nice play by Kadarius Toney. He was hit after a gain of 2, corkscrewed himself out to the top. Went to the top of the screen and ended up getting an additional 5 yards. Very nice play by Kadarius Toney. He was at the top of the formation, motions his way for a quick pop. It's either, depending on what you call it, that quick little pitch play. I call it a pop pass. And it was going to be a gain of 2, but ended up corkscrewing himself, so he got a gain of 7. Patrick Mahomes, empty formation, but Pacheco is going to join him to his right. Mahomes a shotgun snap. It's going to be a quick pitch and So he had 2 wide receivers and Travis Kelce to the top of the screen. He had, drawing a blank. I'm embarrassed. Here I am doing live. Number 8, the player that Chiefs Kingdom's been going nuts over, and I'm just drawing a complete blank on the kid's name right now. Justin Ross at the bottom of the screen, and this was Rashee Rice could have had a first down very easily. Nice play call by the Chiefs, but it's going to be 3rd and 3 here instead of a first down here. Kadarius Toney motions to the backfield. It's going to go up to the top of the screen. Patrick Mahomes going backwards, and he's going to throw it late, and it's going to be incomplete. Kept on going backwards as the Jets were gaining pressure here. So the Chiefs are going to kick a short field goal, try to get the lead back up to 8 here. It's going to be 2:18 left in the first. And the Jets here, this was a nice play call by the Jets. What they did is they got pressure with 4. It was just a nice stunt. And then they put 7 back in coverage. Mahomes didn't have anyone to go to. Huff, he was the player who had the face mask penalty against him, which resulted in the safety. So the Chiefs are going to kick a 37-yard field goal, try to get the game back up to 8. Still one possession, but 8's a lot better than 5. The kick is up and good. So Kansas City Chiefs 20, Jets 12, 2:12 left in the first half. Little love to the Broncos. The Jets travel to Denver next week, so. By the way, that ended up being an excellent game. If you didn't get a chance to see it, Broncos were down 28-7, came back to win in Chicago. A very questionable call. I said this. I think that there's a very, very good chance Eberflus gets fired if they lose Thursday night against the Commanders. Don't be surprised if Friday he ends up getting fired. Jets defense is too good. Yeah, and by the way, early on it looked like it was going to be a blowout, but the Jets defense kept them in the game. They kept on fighting, clawing, and scratching. Give them a lot of credit. And I apologize. I said 2:12. It's 2:15 left in half. The Chiefs are going to kick off. So the Jets have all 3 timeouts. So the Jets could tie it up before halftime. And the Jets do get the ball first in the second half. So the Jets have a good opportunity here to make this a good game. Zach Wilson, by the way, 13 out of 18, 109 and a touchdown. Mahomes, 8 out of 15, 128, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and his QBR ranking is 29.5 points lower than Zach Wilson's. So we're going to see if Zach Wilson can do here. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their 25. 2:15 left in the half. All 3 timeouts remaining. Trips at the top of the screen. Fakes a handoff to Breece Hall. Little bubble screen to Garrett Wilson. He's going to get a gain of 4 before he's forced out by McDuffie. So it's going to be a 2:10 left in actually they're going to – I thought the clock – okay, it's at 2 minutes. I apologize. I should have known the rules. I apologize. So inside 2 minutes, the clock will stop. I was thinking 5 minutes. I don't know why I was thinking that. But we go down to a 2-minute warning. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 after the 2-minute warning. The Jets got all 3 timeouts. And what the Jets want to do here is that worst case scenario, best case scenario, you go ahead and you best case scenario, you go ahead, you score a touchdown, try to tie it up. What you really want to do is because you get the ball first in the second half is you want to get some points. You want to make this 20-15, and then you get the ball first in the second half, try to take the lead then. So I'm telling you this right now, the Jets are really not thinking touchdown here. They're just trying to get 3. And most important, you do not want to give Patrick Mahomes the ball back before the end of the first half. I'm kind of pissed. Oh, man, why'd you have Bonnie on your bench, man? By the way, One Pride, you know the drill. It's got to be a pay league or else you can't bring it up. Got to be a pay league. Got to have some money. Got to have some money. You don't have any money. You can't. That's all right, man. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Slasher, man. Goddamn, it's good to see you, Slasher. Zach Wilson. No, Zach Wilson looks good. If you watched him early on, I don't know when you tuned in, but at the very beginning, things looked rough. It was 17-0 Chiefs, and Zach Wilson looked really bad. My boy Tim commented that they're going to bench him, and then the Jets defense came up with a play. Patrick Mahomes threw a pick, and Zach Wilson, started looking more and more comfortable. But early on, this looked like it could be a blowout, but the Jets keeping it within 8. Even if they end the half at 20-12, they're going to get the ball first in the second half. So, you have an opportunity here if you're the Jets. What you really want to do, and I'm telling you this, when you're a defensive-minded coach, what you really want to do is your number one thing is you don't want to give Mahomes the ball back. Number 2, you want to get some points. And then number 3, and lastly, is try to get in the end zone. But I'm telling you this right now, Robert Saleh's not thinking touchdown. He's thinking field goal. So it's going to be, I guarantee he's thinking field goal because the Jets are going to get the ball back to start the second half. So what the Jets are trying to do here is go 20-15. And we have Taylor Swift sighting. So I'm counting number 6 right here. So it's going to be Taylor Swift. My boy George has the over-under at Taylor Swift 13.5. I counted 6 here. Back to the game here. Zach Wilson, shotgun formation, pressure, and oh boy. And so what they were doing is they were setting up a screenplay, but Mike Dana almost picked this off. Chris Jones, even though they, as screenplay, what you want to do is let the guy go through, but Chris Jones just blew through it, and Mike Dana almost picked this off. So it was actually not a bad play call. It's just Mike Dana snuffed it out quickly. This was almost an interception, but it would have worked. It would have been a first down. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 6 at the 29-yard line. The Jets definitely do not want to give Kansas City the ball back here. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, Conklin and Lazard to the top. A little quick pitch to Michael Carter. Michael Carter gets a first down at the 39-yard line. Nice job here by Zach Wilson, not forcing anything, just going to the outlet to get the first down. Zach Wilson going no huddle here as we are going under 140 in the first half. Michael Carter to his right, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to each side here. Zach Wilson gets the snap, back to pass. He wants to go. Looks like he was going deep. Then he checks down to Conklin and a little out. So it looked like it was kind of interesting because what he did is that he went deep to short, which is kind of an interesting prospect because you remember what I said about the Jets trying to be conservative, getting points. It looked just the opposite. He could have just been checking off. But we're going to go a little snap here to Michael Carter. He's going to get a nice first down and a gain of about 9 yards as they enter Chiefs territory. Good job by the Jets offense here. What they did is they spread the field out. Nice draw here, just to get a few yards. 1:10 left in the first half. The Jets are inside the 43-yard line here. Zach Wilson back to pass. Nice little out route here for a gain of 3. But because he was swung back, because Reggie Cobb was swung backwards, the clock's going to continue inside of a minute. This is only a gain of 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. We are now approaching 50 seconds. The Jets have all 3 timeouts, but they're not using one yet. I'm a little confused on why they're not using a timeout here. We're now under 45 seconds. Zach Wilson, shotgun formation. Pressure on Wilson. He's going to scramble to the outside. He's going to dump the ball off. And Carter dropped it right at the first down marker. I was originally thinking that as he was motioning to the right and he was throwing back against the grain, that was a bad move, but there was nobody around Michael Carter, and Michael Carter was right at the first down marker, and he had an opportunity to move. And what the Chiefs did is they just ran a nice little stunt here to get pressure on Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, pretty good athlete as he moved out to the top of the screen and threw a nice ball that Carter really should have just came up with. But on 3rd and 7 here, 35 seconds left in the half, Zach Wilson in shotgun formation here as the clock hit 00. They did not blow the play dead. Nice little out route here. And it's going to be interesting where they spot this at. They're going to spot it just 1 yard short of the first down. So with 30 seconds left in the half, the Jets have all 3 timeouts remaining. Now they can't challenge this, but in all fairness, okay, looking at the replay shows it's going to sound a little crazy, but the replay, so it's going to be 4th and 1. They're going to line up quickly. It looks like they're going to attempt to draw Kansas City Chiefs offside. They're in a motion here. And I don't think they're going to snap this ball here. I don't think they're going to snap it here. It looks like they're just trying to attempt to draw the Chiefs offside because when I looked at the replay, they put the ball at the 34-yard line. It looked like he was at the 33.5, and that 6 inches might not mean a lot, but that's the difference between a quarterback sneak and then maybe doing something a little different. But we are at 30 seconds left. The Jets are going to call timeout. It's 4th and 1. Now, you could kick a field goal. It's a long field goal, and if you miss, the Chiefs have 2 timeouts of their own. They got that Patrick guy, so you're in a tough situation. If I'm the Jets, you got to go for it because a 51, 52-yard field goal is not a gimme. The Meadowlands is not a friendly stadium for kickers. What do I know? Greg Zuerlein's going to line up for the kick here. Keep in mind, if he misses it, Kansas City's an excellent opportunity to score. It's going to be a 52-yard field goal. Not a gimme, but Greg Zuerlein does have a big leg. We're going to see here. Greg Zuerlein snaps down, the kicks up. It's motioning right, and it's going to hit off the upright. No good. No good. What did I say? Go for it. So with 20-12, there's 26 seconds left in the half. The Chiefs have 2 timeouts, and this was a big mistake here. What they should have done is they should have ran the ball. They should have ran the ball. They should have went for it. If nothing else, you eliminate some time. Keep in mind that kick took 4 seconds, but you're probably looking at maybe getting an additional second or 2 off the clock if you went ahead and ran a play. But more than likely, if you would have ran the ball right away, you might have been able to get a first down, or you might have failed, but since you missed the kick, that's where we're at. Not sure if they live up to all their expectations, but I see a solid 9-8 record. If they lose this game, they're 1-3, and that AFC East looks tough. So I don't know. But no, you're right. He doesn't look bad. I hope it gets his confidence up too. I really do. And he's got a mentor in Rodgers. Do the Capital One commercial count? I am not counting them. I'm just counting during the game, and I think that's what George meant, is just during the game. So I'm at 6. But next week we'll get an official number here from George for the Taylor Swift signings. I know my boy Tim wants to see more Taylor Swift. I know my boy Tim. If you're not aware, my boy Tim is a huge Taylor Swift fan. And he's excited to see it. By the way, I kind of like those Capital One commercials. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I'm drinking an energy drink. I don't need it. One Pride Broncos proud of a total. You know what? If that was a game between 2 3-0 teams, it would be game of the year. It really would. If you don't know what we're talking about, the Bears and Broncos played. The Bears jumped out to a 28-7 lead in the third quarter, and they came back and won. And then a very controversial decision to not go for it. So Kansas City looks like they're going to take a shot here. Chiefs are lined up. Even though it's 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, Noah Gray and Travis Kelce are lined up as receivers. Mahomes in shotgun formation, scrambling. He's going back. He's going deep. And it's an interception. They're trying to force the ball to Kelce. CJ Mosley gets the pick. Mahomes 2 picks in the first half. And we got another Taylor Swift signing, so we're now at 7. Taylor Swift, we're now at 7. And Patrick Mahomes was trying to force it. And what it was is that the Chiefs lined up 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, but Kelce and Gray are basically just big receivers. And they're trying to force it to Kelce. Kelce was bracketed by CJ Mosley, a Jets all-pro linebacker. By the way, CJ Mosley's a stud, and he was in front of Kelce. They had Jordan Whitehead behind Kelce, and it was a bad throw by Mahomes. So the Jets are going to get the ball at the 35-yard line. 2 timeouts, only 18 seconds, so they got to make the most of this count here. Zach Wilson then shotgun formation. The Chiefs are only bringing 2. And Zach Wilson's going to run here. He's at the 40, 45, and he's going to be thrown down by Willie Gay at midfield. There's only 8 seconds remaining. The Jets are going to call a timeout. So they got 1 remaining, and it's 20-12. There's only 8 seconds remaining. Jets got 1 timeout. So the Jets can do 1 more play, and then they can try again for another field goal. And this was a nice job by Zach Wilson here. He was trying to go downfield. There was a guy open-ish in the middle of the field, and instead of throwing the ball and taking a chance, Zach Wilson, I think, did the smart thing and run, got some nice yardage here because Here's the deal. Yeah, I know the 52-yard field goal missed, but it went off the upright, and Greg Zuerlein can make that kick. Here's what you want to do. You have one timeout, 8 yards remaining. You want to go in the middle of the field where you have an opportunity to do a little run after the catch and try again for a very long field goal. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to use their second timeout as they want to prepare for this. And with the Jets, I think what the Jets are going to do here is that they're going to run players down both sidelines and then try to hit something across the middle, because what you want to do if you're the Jets here is, because you got one timeout, I think what you want to do is get a player somewhere in the middle of the field. What you want to do is get a player in the middle of the field and get an opportunity to run after the catch. But you don't need a lot of yards here. You're at midfield right now. You want to get probably a minimum of 12. And that's why I say you want to get somebody in the middle of the field. Trips to the bottom of the screen here. Tight end lined up. 2-point stance to the top of the screen here. Wilson back to pass here. Chiefs bring pressure. Middle of the screen here, and it's behind Garrett Wilson. So it's going to be only 4 seconds left here. So I think that what you want to do with 4 seconds, it would be about 68-yard field goal. Is that this one's just a Hail Mary, and what you're hoping is either a touchdown or what you would do is maybe get a penalty. And not exactly what happened, because they're showing a replay. It looks like Randall Cobb was open. It looked like it was just kind of a missed opportunity here, but 4 seconds left in the first half, and it looks like we're just going to do a Hail Mary. And the Chiefs look like they're actually going to bring pressure here. They back out. There is pressure here. Chris Jones for the sack. And that's how the first half ends, folks. Folks, Chiefs jumped out to a 17-0 lead. The Jets clawed their way back, but we have a good one here. Kansas City Chiefs 20, Jets 12. The first half is over. And what happened, in case you missed out, is that this was 17-0, and Jawan Taylor, the Kansas City Chiefs, got a face mask penalty inside the end zone, which caused a safety. The Jets went ahead and went downfield, kicked a field goal to make it 17-5. Mahomes' first of his 2 picks resulted in a touchdown. This last one really didn't hurt all that bad, but still 2 interceptions for what Chiefs fans will call the greatest quarterback in the history of the game. You might get a trophy for the toilet bowl win, but you all need to fire Fans Joseph. And well, you know, it's early in the season, but I know he's not been doing a good job. And one thing is that about the Denver Broncos is that this is the 3rd straight new defense. And that's an issue. That's just an issue. I mean, you know, 3 years, 3 new defenses. So, you know, you can't expect the defense to just stay the way it is. You really can't. You really can't. Lions and Chiefs might be game of the year so far, only for Lions fans. I don't think so. There's been better games. I would say best game of the year might be the Broncos Bears, even those 2 0-3 teams. But there's been some other better games. If you're a Lions fan, that might be. But I think there's been better games. We got some good overtime games. Colts and Rams played in a really good one. So, but I get it. I mean, if you're a Lions fan, yeah. This isn't Mahomes like he's struggling big time. Well, you know, outside of Kansas City, a lot of people feel like he missed his offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy. You know, bottom line, it would have been nice if, you know, I'm a firm believer. I think Kansas City needs to run the ball more. Isaiah Pacheco had a 50-yard touchdown run earlier in the game. The Chiefs had a lot of success running the ball. The second interception didn't really hurt, as the Jets couldn't do anything, but the first interception resulted in a touchdown. They were trying to force. One thing Mahomes does is he tries to force the ball to Kelce. They're a little off sync after being very hot early on. When they're in sync, they're unstoppable. Let's be very clear. When Mahomes and Kelce are in rhythm, they're nearly unstoppable. But early in the game, quick 17 points, yeah. And then what the Jets did was a pretty smart move. They're just bracketing Kelce. The first interception was actually a bad throw by Mahomes. He was trying to hit Noah Gray. And I'd like to see the Chiefs run the ball more, but I'm an old school type of guy. I'm very proud of Zach Wilson. He needed a performance like this. He really did. I mean, he needs some confidence. They also gotta, kind of do what he does best. And one thing about Zach Wilson is he's just, in terms of pure talent, he's one of the top 10 quarterbacks. And as far as pure talent, they just got to figure out the best way to use it. The Jets' offensive line also has been kind of a work in progress. What they did now is they got Mekhi Becton, former first-round pick, on the left side. If he's healthy, he's a pretty good player. And then I believe it's second or third-year player, Elijah Vera Tucker, a player I absolutely loved out of USC. They got him on the right side. He was a left tackle. Well, actually, he played all over the offensive line for the Trojans, but I think the last 2 years he's at left tackle. The Jets originally we're going to play him at guard, but they kicked him out to right tackle, and he's been playing really good. So the Jets' offensive line situation has improved. Part of the Zach Wilson struggles early on was, not only was he a backup, but the Jets had multiple offensive linemen. The offensive line is finally set. And look, the Jets get the ball back. So it'll be an opportunity for the Jets to make something happen. People shitting on Wilson. He's doing pretty good. Our defense with Vance is embarrassing. Look, what do you expect? I mean, you got 3 new defenses in 3 years, and the schemes are kind of similar, but you still got new schemes, and it takes an adjustment. And you also lost a few players in free agency. You also got 3 new head coaches in 3 years. So, I mean, all these things, kind of add on it. But this was a big win for the Broncos. I mean, this is a very, very, very big win for the Broncos. I don't think this can be understated. You were down 28-7 on the road. You're down on the road. You came back and you won. That's a big win for the Broncos. The Broncos should be really, really proud of themselves. It was a really good job. They did a really, really good job. Give them a lot of credit. Evero, he was the Broncos defensive coordinator last year, and He's good. Or he was the Broncos coordinator last year, and I'm a big fan of Evero. But you got to realize you got 3 new head coaches, 3 new defensive coordinators, and you lost some players via free agency as well too. So there's a lot of things, but I wouldn't. I think Vance Joseph's going to get at least 1 year, and I'm not 100% sure. The best move is to have a 4th defensive coordinator in 4 years for the Denver Broncos. But Broncos big win. And by the way, the defense did step up. It was a big 4th down stop that ended up getting the win. The score was 28-28, and instead of kicking what would have been about 39 yard field goal, the Bears went for it on a 4th and 1, and Broncos got the stuff. Russell Wilson got the ball back, and they won the game, and it was set up by a defensive stop. So, I like Evero. Don't get me wrong, Evero. But hey, let's give Vance Joseph, let's give him a little more time. I mean, the 70 was embarrassing. 28 to the Bears is embarrassing, but I think that he's going to stay in Denver as a defensive coordinator for this year. After the season, we'll see. It wouldn't surprise me if Vance Joseph taps into his old New Orleans connections. And when I say New Orleans connections, who's available. Don't be surprised if he ends up poaching a coach or 2 from the Detroit Lions coaching staff this offseason. So just be warned. One thing about the Detroit Lions is that since you guys haven't been successful, you may not realize this, but when you're a successful team, you lose coaches. You lose position coaches. You lose coordinators. You lose players via free agency. So don't be surprised if one of your assistants or multiple assistants this offseason leave and end up going to Denver. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. You're gonna lose. I'm gonna tell you something right now because you guys aren't used to winning. Let me tell you something right now. You're gonna lose a position coach, maybe two, maybe more that are going to become coordinators. Somebody like, I'll give you a good one, Mark Brunell. There's a lot of NFL teams I'd love to have Mark Brunell as an offensive coordinator. And I know that a lot of you think that Ben Johnson will leave and Mark Brunell will just step up as the offensive coordinator. There's a lot of teams that would love to give Mark Brunell a chance to be a coordinator, and wouldn't surprise me if Mark Brunell wants to leave. That's one name. As far as the rest of your defensive coaching staff, don't be surprised if there's a position coach that would leave and go and become a head coach somewhere. Who would you say are the top three defensive coordinators aren't head coach? Lou Anarumo, the Bengals defensive coordinator, I think. And we got another Taylor Swift signing. We're up to 8. We are up to 8. I got 8. Lou Anarumo, the defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals, would be my number 1. He would be my number 1. That's a guy. Yeah, I know, slight, but we got up to 8 though. We got up to 8. Lou Anarumo is my number 1 guy. God, I love Fangio, but I don't know if he would be a guy that is welcome back into the NFL circles. Lou Anarumo will be an NFL head coach very, very soon. He'll be an NFL coach very, very, very soon. God, that's a good one. Evero being one, Quinn being another. God, I forgot about Quinn. We have another guy named Tanner Ingestrad. I don't know who he is. The name sounds familiar. And you're right, One Pride 40. It's up to Campbell, and it's also up to do with your management staff and to bring in guys in and replacing that. See, you have to understand, for the first time, you're going to be poached. You know, you're not the team doing the poaching. It's different. It really is. Florio, Fangio, and Jim Schwartz. Schwartz is a good one. I don't know if I could. Lou Anarumo for the Bengals would be my number 1. And I'm trying to think of some others here just right off the top of my head. I love Fangio. Now, of course, they gave up a lot of points to the Bills. I'm not holding that against him. Leslie Frazier, before he stepped away, was one. Of course, he did step away. Evero's solid. Evero's solid. Evero is solid. Oh God, I don't know why I didn't think of Dan. Dan Quinn should have been my first one. Now, by the way, and I've said this before, the NFL goes in cycles, right? It used to be the trend was that you wanted a defensive coordinator who has head coaching experience, a la Dan Quinn. Now you want offensive coaches who have never been head coaches before, and that's kind of the new trend. But you get a guy like Dan Quinn, Lou Anarumo has never been a head coach before, but a guy like Dan Quinn's a guy that, you know, it used to be that would be like the number 1 hire. I don't know why I didn't think of Dan Quinn immediately, because I love the job he's doing with Dallas. I watched that Dallas New England game, and I'm like, that was my upset pick. I had the Patriots winning that as an upset, and that defense just shut down. Keep in mind the Patriots offense looks bad, and we got another Taylor Swift signing. I'm counting it. You know what? That one doesn't count because that was a reap. No, I'm going to count that one. We're up to 9. I'm counting that one. We're up to 9. Right now, no. Vance Joseph, no, but listen, we're 1/4 of the way down. Okay, there was 2 at halftime. I'm just going to count one of them, so we're going to stay at 9, even though he went back twice. I should count it at 10. I'm going to go 9. Okay. By the way, Isaiah Pacheco, 84 rushing yards, 42 receiving yards in the first half. And Mahomes 2 interceptions in the second quarter is the first time in his career. Actually, it's a 6th game with 2 interceptions in 1 quarter. Said for the first time. Vance Joseph's a guy. Don't be surprised if he. I think he'll stay in Denver. I really do. I think he'll get things turned around. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So don't be all like. Give the guy a little bit of time here. There's a lot of turnover with Denver right now. But there is a big name. Don't be surprised if Denver gets there to it. By the way, I'm going to answer all these comments here, but we're back to the game here. Butker's going to kick off as the Jets get the ball to start the second half here. The Chiefs are up 20 to 12. The kick is going to go into the end zone, so the Jets are going to get the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And I'm trying to figure out who we can poach. It's not going to be anybody till the end of the year. I'd say give it a little bit of time, but we'll wait and see. You got Kansas City twice in the next month. So, all right. So we are back to the game here. Zach Wilson's going to take over for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. 2 tight ends. Breece Hall to his right. Wilson's in shotgun formation. Back to pass. Goes across the center of the field. Conklin, nice catch. Drew Tranquil had fantastic coverage on him. This was a nice pitch and catch here. And the Jets are already at midfield here. Very nice job here. And Conklin was in a 3-point stance here. He was 1 of 2 tight ends. Both tight ends were lined up, standard old school wide formation. And what they did is they just ran a seam route, just ran them right up the middle. Drew Tranquil playing middle linebacker. Had great coverage, but it was a very nice pitch and catch here. Jets already at midfield here, and they're staying with the 2 tight ends. Zach Wilson's under center here. It's going to fake the handoff to Breece Hall. Zach Wilson wants to go deep, comes back to is that Lazard? Comes back to Lazard here at the 40 and he goes ahead and falls down at the 38. Another first down as the Jets within 2 plays get 37 yards. That's a great job here. And this is just pitch and catch here. It looks like Zach Wilson's just been running this offense. And all it is a simple 10-yard turnaround, boom, right there. And there's not much you can really do about it. It's just nice pitch and catch by the Jets here. 1st and 10 here for the Chiefs 38-yard line. They're going to 13 personnel. Uzama motions to the top of the screen here. We got Michael Carter. No, it's still Breece Hall. He's going to cut back, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of 4 yards here. Breece Hall went to the outside, cut back inside, and it was a gain of 4. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Jets here. And the Jets offense so far in the start of the second half is looking really, really good. This is a really good job by the Jets here. Okay, I said 4. They're going to give them only 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line. Zach Wilson, empty set and shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the bottom. Actually, it's Breece Hall to the very bottom. That's Garrett. Garrett there, 3 wide receivers to the top. He's going deep, and that's a catch. That's Rutgers. Nice play by the Jets, and Zach Wilson's looking sharp, folks. Zach Wilson's looking sharp. I said trips at the top of the screen. They had Ruckert. He was lined up in the slot, and this was just a nice job here. It was just one-on-one against Leo Chenal, and he just goes up and makes a play here. Leo Chenal's not in bad coverage, but he just goes up and makes the play here. He's going to be tackled at the 12-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 12 here. Zach Wilson's under center. Breece Hall is 7 yards behind him, and they're going to motion Xavier here to the top of the screen here, and they're going to give the ball to Breece Hall, but he's going to go to the outside, tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Joshua Williams. Nice play by the Chiefs defense as they get Brees Hall for a loss of 2 on the play here. And what they did is, I already forgot his name. I'm so embarrassed about this. Xavier Gibson. So they tried motioning Xavier Gibson to the top in motion, tried to get the Chiefs to bite. Instead, they go hand the ball off to Brees Hall in the middle. He bounces to the outside, but Joshua Williams playing corner gets him for a loss of 3. So it's 2nd and 13 from the 15-yard line. The Jets can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Zach Wilson back to throw. Quick throw to Garrett Wilson at the 10, a little 5-yard out route. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. Keep in mind the Jets can get a first down without scoring a touchdown here. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 here. For the Jets. Very nice drive to start the second half for the New York Jets. And Dalvin Cook replaces Brees Hall now, or he did last play, and he's staying in. And this was just a simple 5-yard, pitch and catch here for Wilson and Garrett here. Trips to the bottom of the screen here. That includes Asamoah. And I believe it's Xavier Gibson to the top. Zach Wilson in shotgun, back to pass here. Throws in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets! Allen Lazard. And that's just a nice throw. That I can't tell who was covering Lazard, but that was a beautiful throw by Zach Wilson. That is a beautiful throw. Somebody was right on Lazard, and that was a dart. And it looks like they're going to show the replay here. It looks like L'Jarius Sneed. He was covered one-on-one. And no, I apologize. So there wasn't one-on-one coverage. They were actually in the zone, but Byron Cook was right there and almost made the play, but that was just a bullet. You got to beam that ball in there. That was a beautiful throw by Zach Wilson. I mean, that was gorgeous. And the Jets being up 20, or the Jets now 20-18 are going to go for 2. Trips to the top of the screen here. Zach Conklin split out to the bottom here. Zach Wilson looks like it's a design run. He's going to break a tackle here and dive, and it's good. It's good, Zach this was such a great run by Zach Wilson. I thought he was going to be stopped short. Extends himself as he dives over the yard marker, extending the ball past the line of script. Past the goal line to complete the 2-point play. Folks, we're tied at 20. I thought this was going to be a blowout. No, it's tied at 20. What a great job by the Jets. As we go to commercial break, it's tied up at 20. We got a good one, folks. You guys want Brian Johnson, Deprecator? Oh, one pride has jokes. I'm wondering if y'all are going to keep Peyton or not. Yeah. Here's the deal. Peyton's going to stay. I'm not sure about Russell Wilson. You might make a change on defense, but not till the end of the year. And I would give Vance Joseph a little bit of time. And when I say a little bit of time this year, I mean, if the defense is giving up, 70 again, which is, keep in mind that hasn't happened in almost forever. So it's highly unlikely, but the defense doesn't get better, and then maybe you'll make a move. But don't be surprised if, I expect Denver's defense to improve as the year goes on. So don't give up on Vance Joseph yet. It's only been 4 games, folks. Joe Barry, he was, if I'm correct, wasn't he the Packers defensive coordinator? Where do you think Chris Jones goes next season, Dan? That's a good question. I know Chiefs really want to keep him here. There's so many teams he can go to, because when he was drafted originally, we had him play a 5 technique and a 3-4, and then now we use him as a defensive tackle, and now we're getting very creative and using him around. The cap situation is going to mean a lot. Our team's going to dump cap, keep cap. That has a lot to do with it. There's going to be a lot of changes. As things, happen during the off season. So I can't really tell you. It wouldn't surprise me that the way the contract's set up, I think the Chiefs will have the opportunity to be able to keep them. I want to tell you Kansas City. I really want to tell you Kansas City. I originally didn't think that this would be it, but the simple fact that he came back, And keep in mind, him coming back, the Chiefs defense, the way they're using him is kind of fun. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But I want to tell you Kansas City, but there's a lot of options. Detroit's one of them. Detroit be a good fit for them too, because it looks like Detroit's kind of switching up their defense. As we return back to the game, 10:40 left in the third. We're tied up at 20. Jets are going to kick off, and this is going to be go out of the end zone for a touchback. Chiefs are going to start the ball at the 25-yard line. So, folks, we got a good one. Folks, we got a good one. This is a good game, man. This is a good game. It looked like it was going to be a snoozer. We got a good one. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation. Pacheco to his left. Kadarius Toney in motion to the top of the screen. Handoff to Pacheco. He stopped for looks like a loss of 1. He's thrown down late by Jermaine Johnson. Pacheco throws a punch. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Jermaine Johnson should have been called for a penalty, but when he wasn't, Pacheco's punch, that's probably going to cost him during the week. He's going to get a letter from the NFL. Sorry. Yeah. Excuse me. He's probably going to get a letter from the NFL for that one. Chiefs lining up shotgun formation here. It's 2 tight ends. Actually, it's Justin Watson and Kelsey at the top of the screen. Patrick Mahomes is sacked, and it looked like what they're trying to do is isolate Kelsey in the middle of the screen here. Quinnen Williams got a lot of money this offseason. He's going to get credit with the sack. And here's the deal. The Jets only brought 4. There was no blitz, and the Jets got to Mahomes with only 4. This was a great job by the Jets defense here. As was what they did is they only brought 4, but they did, actually, I'm lied to you. They brought Chris Mosley on CJ Mosley on a blitz. He had that interception earlier. So Patrick Mahomes sacked. It's going to be 3rd and 16 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Is now Chiefs are kind of desperate here. Patrick Mahomes goes back to pass. He's scrambling around. He's going deep. He throws a duck, and it's incomplete. And it just looked like Mahomes looks frustrated here. It just looks like it just came out of Mahomes' hand bad. So it's going to be 4th and 16. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to punt, and a quick 3 and out after the Jets went and tied the game up. And it looks like what the Chiefs are trying to do is they were trying to run. Everybody looked like they were just running downfield. Sauce Gardner had MVS on lockdown, and this was Chiefs are lining up the punt, and the punt is away. It looks like it's a short punt here. It's going to be returned by Xavier Gibson at 35 to the 40 to the 45, and he's going to be tackled at the 47-yard line. The Jets get the ball almost at midfield, so we're going to go on a commercial break here. Folks, the score is 20-all. The Jets get the ball back at almost right exactly at midfield. So, folks, don't go anywhere. This is a good one. I'm thinking it's a bad team that's going to pay him a buttload of cash. It could be. It could be. I could see him going to a team like Arizona that could get very creative in Gannon's defense. However, Arizona didn't play all that terrible today. Carolina, put him with Brian Burns. You got something. A team that might be kind of fun for him that he could flourish would be a team like Minnesota. It'd be kind of interesting to see what Minnesota does. Keep in mind, Kansas City plays Minnesota next week. No, Peyton's not going anywhere. And he's talking about Chris Jones and Hutch. Yeah, Zach Wilson's point. That was that last drive. That was really good. Those were some A+ throws. I mean, he looked like a Pro Bowl quarterback that last drive. It's hard to believe as a Chiefs fan, but Zach Wilson's completely outplayed Patrick Mahomes, and it's not even close. Not even close. There has to be a mild in those stands. Oh, God. Oh, God. Dude, he is balling, man. What is this game right now? It's 2020, Gooch. We got a good one. I was texting Keys earlier, but I haven't seen him in the chat. Um, you know, Keys is always big part of the show here. And don't get me wrong, I got the talent. In here. So, I mean, I'm very excited about that. So, Keys, if you're watching, man, give me a shout out, man. It's always good to hear from you, man. Always good to hear from you. So, hopefully he's there. But Keys and Gooch are a part of two parts of the Back Talk Brothers, one of the channels I have featured here on my YouTube channel. These guys have a fantastic show. So if you get a chance, but they haven't been putting content out. I've had Keys on my show as a guest several times, and I'm very lucky to have the talent Gooch here. But yeah, we're 2020. It's a good game. It's a good game. I'd like to see the Ken Dog. Thursday game was a domination. Yeah, it looked like it. I saw. So back to the game here, 1st and 10 here. The Jets are almost at midfield at the 47-yard line of their own territory. Zach Wilson shotgun formation, back to throw here. And, I said he was looking like a Pro Bowl quarterback. That throw was not there, but that last drive was just amazing. That last drive was just amazing. Yeah, absolutely. One Pride. This is a ball game. The Jets defense is very good. They got some good running backs. They weathered the storm being down 17-0, and Zach Wilson's playing well. And Mahomes looks off. Zach Wilson back to pass a little quick out to Dalvin Cook here. And he's going to go out after a gain of 1. And what they did is it wasn't exactly a bubble screen, but Dalvin Cook ended up flashing out to the bottom of the formation where he had receivers out there. The Chiefs defense played that really, really well. Bottom line, it could have been a bigger game, but Chiefs defense really snuffed it out. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Jets. Score is 20-20 as we are under 8:25 in the third here. And we got a good one. This looked like it was going to be a snoozer, but man, what a great game. 3rd and 8 for the Jets. Zach Wilson, shotgun formation. Michael Carter to his left. 2 wide receivers to the top. 1 wide receiver and a tight end in the slot. Quick throw to Michael Carter at midfield. Quickly tackled by Willie Gay. It's going to be 4th and 6, and the Jets are going to send out the punt team. So Jets quickly went 3 and out here. So both defenses in the last 2 possessions really stood up and got a quick 3 and out there. So good job by the Jets defense here. I meant Chiefs defense. Chiefs defense forced a quick 3 and out here as the Jets are going to try to coffin kick this. Remember, the Jets were down 17-0, and then their special teams with a great punt got the ball inside 10-yard line, and then a penalty got it inside the 5, and then the penalty resulted in a safety that got the first 2 points of the game. And Taylor Swift again, so we're at 10. We are at 10. We're at 10. I should do it at 11, but we're going to go with 10. We're going to go to commercial break. 7:21 left in the third. We got a good game, folks. It's 2020. Woo! What a great game. I just downed my energy drink. Maybe I need to tune it down. Maybe I need to turn it down. No more energy drink, okay? I slammed it. I'm done. I got half a thing of water. Okay, I got half a thing of water, and yeah. One Pride, I know you want to see a big Chiefs win. I know you want to see a big Chiefs win. And my boy Tim was excited about this. He is a huge Taylor Swift fan. Huge Taylor Swift fan. So, oh man, what a great game! What a great game! If you tuning in late here, the Chiefs jumped out to an early 17-0 lead. Looked like it was going to be a blowout, and the Jets just fought and clawed back. Made the score 20-12 at half. and then went right down the field, scored, and on a fantastic effort by Zach Wilson, completed a 2-point conversion to make it tied up at 20. After scores tied at 20, both teams went 3 and out, and the Chiefs now are going to receive, are going to start off with 7:21 left at about the 12-yard line. So it's going to be really, really exciting here once we get back to it. In case you're interested, the over-under is now at 56.5 by DraftKings, and the Chiefs are still a 3.5-point favorite. About fair, considering it started at a 9.5. I predicted 24-14, but they've made this a fun game so far. So against the spread, if you took the Chiefs plus or took the Chiefs minus 9.5, you're not in good shape right now. But if you want to go ahead and put some in-game action on 3.5, is an interesting number. I wouldn't recommend it. But right now we're tied at 20 here as play will quickly resume here. This is going to be a good game, folks. So I'm glad you're tuning in with me. Don't forget, it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Mahomes in shotgun formation at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a fake pass, handoff to Pacheco. He's going to bounce outside to the 15, to the 20. He's out to the 25, almost at the 30, out of bounds after a 17-yard gain. After a gain of 17 yards, I do. Oh, you're excited about my you're excited about my daily picks video. Don't forget, it's coming out Monday morning. Power rankings video. And then my picks video will be out Tuesday. But my power rankings Monday morning is coming out. Handoff to Pacheco right up the middle. It's a shotgun formation. Pacheco just powers forward for a gain of 2. Pacheco's having a day, folks. Pacheco is having a day. Just a great job on the ground here. And the Jets, obviously when you play the Kansas City Chiefs, the first thing you do is you try to slow down Mahomes. But Isaiah Pacheco is probably having the best game of his career here on Sunday night, and just playing phenomenal here. 2nd and 8 for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's going to take a breather. CEH is going to replace him. Trips to the top of the screen. Travis Kelce to the bottom. Little quick slip out to a CEH. Nice play. Is that Mosley again? Oh, man, by the way, if Mosley doesn't make this play, this is easily a first down. So what they tried to do was isolate coverage on CEH, the bottom of the screen. He was lined up to the top of the screen, flares out to the bottom, little quick throw, and CJ Mosley just reads it perfectly. That's a great play by CJ Mosley, because that easily would have been a first down and ended up being a no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 32-yard line. Mahomes in shotgun formation, gets the snap. He's got some pressure. He's going to spin around there. There's a flag. That usually means holding here. Mahomes evades a rush. He's going to throw the ball at the feet of Jared McKinnon here. There is a flag on the play. More than likely, this is holding. It was thrown in the backfield at the spot. Any flag that's holding, any flag that's thrown in the backfield on the quarterback scrambling is usually holding here, and it is hold against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're going to go ahead and decline this. So with 5:26 left in the third here, the Jets are going to get the ball back, and Mahomes has been off after a fantastic beginning here. He's been off, so 4th and 7 here. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to punt. So now some fireworks earlier in the game. Now has been a defensive struggle as 2 really good defenses are going at it. This punt's a good one here. It's going to be fair catch at the 15, and Xavier Gibson's going to haul it down. So 5:19 left in the third. It's going to be 20-20 all as we go to commercial break here. And it's kind of funny. This has been an interesting game, but we're now at a defensive struggle, which I think is kind of fun. I like it. I'm an old school guy. I like a defensive game here. Let's see if the over-under, I'm going to flip over to DraftKings here. The over-under is dipped to 54.5, and the Chiefs are still a 3.5-point favorite if you do some in-game betting. So if you like to do in-game betting, you definitely want to take advantage. Excuse me. If you do some in-game betting, you may want to take advantage of the 3.5. Personally, what I would do is I'd wait till after this drive. If the Jets score, then I would take Kansas City. So that's how I would do it. Hopefully, the Jets don't score. Nobody wants to see that. Don't forget, I will have my Monday morning power rankings video released. It will be either at noon or before noon. Every Monday, I'm going to start with early Monday morning power rankings. It's going to be a quick video, just my 1 through 32 in the NFL. And then Tuesday, I'm going to have my picks video. Don't forget, join me live on my Tuesday live stream, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, or I will go live. All questions will be answered, and on the live stream, anything goes. And I'll go over all the exciting things that happened during week 4, some really, really good games. We'll talk about my power rankings, and we can go over a few of the picks. Normally what I like to do is go over my picks on Friday, but if you have any prop bets, fantasy football questions, all those will be answered Tuesday. In the description below, you can find me on social media. Send me a friend request. If you have any questions, you can always DM me. I'm pretty good about getting back to DMs. However, I do delete my social media accounts on my phone on the weekends because I don't want to get the alerts. I know it's extreme, but I don't like getting alerts. So if you do want to DM me on social media, do it during the week because I usually just shut off all alerts on my phone on weekends. So, all right, here as the game resumes here, it's a 25-19 left in the third. Jets are going to get the ball back here. Score is tied at 20. It's Jets on the 15-yard line. Zach Wilson's under center. Pitch out to Breece Hall. He's at the 15, 20 blockers ahead of him. He's at the 30. He's at the 35, 40, 45. One man to beat. And Brian Cook gets him down after a gain of 43 yards. Very nice run by Breece Hall. What they did, this was nothing fancy. It was just a pitch out to the top here. They got blockers ahead of him, and this is a great job by the Jets here. And what they did is Alan Lazard gets a wham block, and then Breece Hall just makes some things happen. Byron Cook, this is actually a very nice open field tackle by Byron Cook, because if he doesn't get him, Breece Hall scores here, folks. And the Jets are already in Chiefs territory. Gain of 43 here. 1st and 10 at the Chiefs 42-yard line. Zach Wilson under center. Play action pass. Play action Dalvin Cook. Little screen to Uzuma. I get the names wrong. I apologize. It's a gain of 13. It's a first down if it stands, but there is a flag on the play. This is a very nice play call. So what they did is they faked the run, a little tight end screen at the top here for a gain of 13, which would be a first down, which put the Jets in field goal range. But there is a flag, legal man downfield. So this play is going to be for naught as it'll go back here. Connor McGovern, the center, an eligible man downfield, because what happened is they had to sell the play action pass. They went ahead and they put in Dalvin Cook. They faked the handoff to Dalvin Cook. And as they set up the tight end screen, but Connor McGovern got downfield a little early here. It was a very nice play call, but he just got downfield a little too early. So it's going to be 1st and 15, but they're still at the Kansas City Chief 47 here. Trips to the bottom of the screen here. Dalvin Cook staying in the game. He's going to get handoff right up the middle here, and he's going to power forward for a gain of 4. It looked like he was stopped originally at the line of scrimmage, but just fought for some extra yardage. It's a small pickup. It's either 3 or 4. So it's going to be second, neither short 11 or I'm sorry, short 12 or a long 11, but gives the Jets a little bit of breathing room here. Second, and they're going to call it 11 here. Zach Wilson in shotgun formation. Dalvin Cook's going to be to his left. 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, along with the tight end Garrett Wilson at the bottom. Zach Wilson's going to get the ball, quick throw outside. They're trying to hit Reggie Cobb on a quick out to try to make this 3rd and short, and just missed. Very nice coverage here by oh crap! Number 22. Oh man, Trent McDuffie. I can't believe I forgot McDuffie's name real fast here. But Very, very, very nice play by Trent McDuffie. He's having a very nice season, second-year player out of Washington, Chiefs first-round pick last year. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 here, and the Chiefs are showing blitz here. Zach Wilson in shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top here. Chiefs do only bring 4. Ball's batted up in the air, and this was not a good throw here as they were trying to hit Randall Cobb right at the first down marker, and he was double covered here. The ball ended up, I didn't see who got a handle on it, but as he was trying to force the ball into Randall Cobb, the ball goes right up in the air. Mike Edwards, a free agent from Tampa Bay, got a hand on it, and this could have been a pick. Instead, at 4th and 11, they're going to have to punt here. They're going to try to play a field position as even though these two teams have had explosive plays, this is the second half, much more of a defensive struggle here. And this is the type of game that the Jets wanted, a game where you run the ball, you play good defense, and it's going to be a punt, fair catch at about the 12-yard line. So this is what we're going to do here. We're in a defensive game here, and this is definitely what the Jets wanted to do. They wanted to make this more of an ugly game. They wanted to make this fewer possessions. They wanted to go ahead and get the running going. The Jets entering tonight's game have gone 21 straight games without allowing a 300-yard passer. That looked ridiculous at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the game, but the Jets defense has been playing lights out. The Jets defense looks amazing so far. Patrick Mahomes is in shotgun formation. Isaiah Pacheco to his right here. 2 wide receivers to the bottom. Kelsey and another receiver to the top. Rashee Rice gets the catch here. Breaks a tackle and powers forward for a gain of 8, maybe 9. This was a nice play by Rashee Rice, second-round pick out of SMU, a player I absolutely love. And what they did was just a quick throw, and he's big and powerful enough that he was able to break a tackle and squirt forward for a couple of yards here. He was originally touched after a gain of 3, but just squirted forward here. And they're actually going to mark him close to the first down. They're going to give him a gain of 9. Fumble by Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes picks the ball up, dives forward for what looks to be a first down. This was almost a huge disaster as he was under center, just dropped the ball, but had enough awareness to go ahead, pick it back up, and dive forward for a first down. Just looks like looks like Patrick Mahomes just dropped this, to be honest with you. Patrick Mahomes got the ball, just dropped it, and picked it up, had enough awareness to just go ahead and pick the ball up and dive forward for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation. Isaiah Pacheco to his left. Quick pass to Pacheco out in the flat. Pacheco tackled quickly by Quincy Williams here after a gain of 1. Very nice play by the Jets defense, just keeping everything in front of them. And what looked like it could have been potentially a larger gain here is just a quick gain of 1. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 as we wind down to under 140 in the third quarter here. And we got a good one, folks. It's 20 all, 2nd and 9 for the Kansas City Chiefs on their own 24-yard line here. They're going left to right on your screen here. Travis Kelce's at the bottom here, 2 wide receivers to the top here. Patrick Mahomes takes a quick throw to Kelsey. Kelsey breaks a tackle, but he breaks a tackle, but he can't get free as he only gets a gain of 4. So it's a first touch for Travis Kelce in quite some time. It's going to be 3rd and about 6 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. A big third down for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're tied up at 20s. We are going under a minute in the third quarter here. Patrick Mahomes is going to be in shotgun formation here. 3 wide receivers and one tight end. That is Kelsey. A quick throw to MVS out. And this was a very nice job. What they did is they had 2 wide receivers, Kelsey and MVS, at the top of the formation. They're all bunched in very tight, and then MVS went in motion. And actually, I apologize. I misspoke. He was at the bottom and went motion to the top, and then just ran a quick flare out, a little quick out, as they had him isolated for a quick 6-yard gain. First down for Kansas City. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the bottom. Patrick Mahomes pressures, moving quick one to Justin Watson. He's quickly tackled after a gain of 5. Nice throw by Patrick Mahomes here. It's Jets defense has been able to put some pressure on Patrick Mahomes here. I didn't see. There it is. Okay, I'm about five seconds behind. So we're at 11. We're at 11. We got Taylor Swift signing at the end of the third quarter. So we're at 11. We are at 11. Folks, this is a good one. This is a good one. At the end of 3, we are tied up 20 all, and the Jets defense is causing all sorts of problems for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs scored 17 touchdowns in the first 6 minutes of the game. Since then, only 3. Only 3. It's been a lot. This has been a fun game, folks, as the Chiefs are really struggling against a very, very good Jets defense. Early in the game, it looked like it was going to be a complete blowout by the Kansas City Chiefs, but Kansas City Chiefs turned it around. The Kansas City Chiefs turned it around. Or I'm sorry, the New York Jets turned it around. Hopefully the Chiefs can win this game, but give a lot of credit to the New York Jets. They were down 17-0. It looked like it was going to be a blowout. The score is 20 all. Score is 20 all. So it's this is a fun game because it started off 17-0. The Chiefs jumped out 17-0 after 6 minutes into the game. It looked like it was going to be a blowout, and the Jets just hung in there and just did a fantastic job just hanging in there. Playing tough, and then Zach Wilson, who was looking terrible early on, just really caught fire. Had a great play for him, the 2-point conversion, where he just dove and extended himself to get past the goal line to convert the 2-point play. But this is just a great game. So we're going into the fourth quarter at 20. This Jets defense is going to eat the Broncos lunch. Well, hey, look, I'm cheering for the Jets hardcore next week against Denver, just like you are, Denver Gators. So this is going to be a fun game. This is going to be a fun game. Don't forget, my NFL Power Rankings video is coming out first thing Monday morning. So I know you guys don't want to miss that. You guys don't want to miss that. Don't forget, I will be live. I will be live Tuesday. We can discuss the Power Rankings. We'll discuss every single game. And I'm trying really hard. I might have a special guest Tuesday. We'll have to wait and see. I've been trying to get a hold of a Vikings fan to come on, but I haven't been able to confirm. But hopefully either Tuesday or Friday we'll have a guest. Back to the game here, 2nd and 5. Quick throw. Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, a little slip screen. Powers forward here for a first down. Very nice play call. Basically, just get Travis the ball in some open field, let him run, gain a 10. Very nice play. And what it was, it looked like it was just Travis Kelce in motion. Instead, just stopped. Nice block by Kadarius Toney here as he blocks Gardner, shields him away from making the tackle as Kelce was able to get a gain of 10 here. So 1st and 10 at midfield for the Kansas City Chiefs here, 2 wide receivers. And this is going to be called dead here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. The Jets jumped off sides, and then the ball was snapped. We're going to find out what happened here, if this was a false start or off sides here. The referees are getting together, and they're talking about it. Looked like to me it was off sides, and that's the official call here. So it's going to be, instead of 1st and 10, it's going to be 1st and 5. So we are at 12. I called the over on 13.5. I called the over on 13.5. So we're at 12 right now. Oh, dude, the dude from State Farm's there. So we got one from State Farm, dude. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. 1st and 5 from Kansas City at Jets 45-yard line. Quick pitch out to Pacheco. He's at the 45. Tries to get to the outside, but he's forced out of bounds after a gain of 2. So it's not a terrible play there, but yeah, I know. Jake from State Farm signing. Is that dude Jake as well? My nephew Jake went as Jake from State Farm for Halloween. I was like, yeah. My nephew, I love him, but he doesn't like football. I don't know. 2nd and 3 here from the Jets 43-yard line here. Trips at the bottom of the screen here. I can't tell who's at the top. Rashee Rice breaks the tackle at 35 to the 30. Powers forward to the 25. This was a great job by Rashee Rice. And what the Chiefs did is they ran – he was in the middle. He was the middle of the trips. They ran 2 wide receivers, a little quick throw, broke a tackle, and then powered forward for another 5 yards. This was just a great job here as Rashee Rice makes a move, breaks a tackle, and then lunges forward, gets another 5 yards here. Rashee Rice, once he gets in the open field, it's very dangerous. Big receiver, rookie out of SMU. So we're now 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes under center. It's going to be a jet sweep to Sky Moore. Sky Moore corkscrews his way. So Sky Moore got a 1st down and was grabbed by the shoulder pads, corkscrewed his way for a 1st down. Looks like it was a gain of 11 on a jet sweep. Nice job by Sky Moore here as he ends up getting 1st down inside the red zone for the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's 20-20. And, cool. 20-20 in the 4th quarter, 12:21 left. Isaiah Pacheco is going to go ahead and take the handoff. Jets wrap it up pretty good here. Williams gets him around the ankles, gets a gain of 2 only. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 here at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs are inside. The Chiefs are inside the red zone. They just said Kelsey got over 900. Oh, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I know it's crazy. It's crazy. Taylor Swift fans, man. 2nd and 9 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line. Mahomes in shotgun formation. MVS and Sky Moore at the bottom of the screen. Travis Kelce, Justin Watson at the top. As Pacheco flares out to the top of the screen. John Franklin Myers got pressure on Mahomes, almost sacked him. Mahomes is pointing because it looked like he was an intentional grounding, but instead, because Pacheco was in the area here, Robert Saleh's motioning for an intentional grounding. He's not going to get it because Isaiah Pacheco was around. And he keeps on arguing for the intentional grounding, but he needs to get off the field. He could get called for a penalty. Now, keep in mind the officials are conferring, but they're not going to get this call. So it's not going to be a penalty. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 here. And the reason why is Pacheco's in the area here. Now, keep in mind, John Franklin Myers did get Mahomes, and he was in danger, but Isaiah Pacheco is in the area, so they're not going to call it. 3rd and 9 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 13. A big third down for the Kansas City Chiefs. They motion Rashee Rice to the bottom of the screen here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation, back to pass, scrambles around, throws it to Rashee Rice, but he's 3 yards short of a 1st down here. So it's going to be, you're going to see the Chiefs field goal unit come out. And 11:25 left in the 4th quarter. The Chiefs are going to try to go up by 3. Chiefs are going to try to go up by 3 here. And what they're trying to do is, I think that what they're trying to do is that they're trying to motion They're trying to get it looked like MVS in the back of the end zone and ended up not working out. Jets, great job defensively here, covering up everything. Harrison Butker is going to try for a 26-yard field goal to take the lead here. The snap's down, the kick is up, the kick is good. Kansas City Chiefs take the 23-20 lead with 10:51 left in the 4th quarter. And Yeah, it's seriously crazy. By the way, his YouTube channel is fantastic. I watch mostly just shorts, but it's really, really amazing, and I'm a big fan of it. I will never get 900,000. I'm actually overwhelmed because just recently I broke over 1,200, and I'm super excited, but a lot of fans I've developed good relationships with, like Denver Gator. Keys hasn't jumped on tonight, but me and Keys were texting earlier tonight and developed developed a friendship with Keys. We text each other, every now and then. I keep mine. He's married with 46 kids. So, but got guys, really good guys like One Pride. He hits me up. Me and Denver Gator have become friends. By the way, all my social media links are below. Follow me on social media. Send me a friend request. DM me, be like One Pride, and send me some really good stuff. Actually, One Pride sent me some really good ab workout stuff recently. So, send me a friend request. All my social media links are listed below. I'm debating if I want to. Join TikTok, but I'm thinking about it. I'll have to wait and see. Right now, I don't want to do it. If you are betting on this game, the line has stayed at 3.5, but the over-under has dropped down to 50.5. The over-under has dropped down to 50.5. Don't forget, I will have my weekly power rankings video. My very first one is coming out Monday morning. At the latest, it's going to come out at noon. Starting now, I'm going to do a weekly power rankings video and release it Monday morning. Just give us some conversation topics to go over on Tuesday. If you're just joining me for the first time, I go live every Tuesday and every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the live stream. All questions are answered and anything goes. Usually what I do during the season is Tuesday, I just bring up what happened during the league, during the week's games. And then Friday, I go over my preview. I'm also going to release my picks video out earlier Tuesday. That way people can go ahead and take a look sooner, and we can talk about that on Tuesday, even though I will go over everything in more detail Friday. This week, there is a possibility I have a Vikings YouTuber joining us either Tuesday or Friday. We talked about it. We just haven't ironed down a time yet, so I'm excited about it because I think it'd be a great opportunity. Talk a little Chiefs and Vikings next week. And of course, the Jets will play the Broncos. We're all going to cheer for the Jets next week. Not this week. Back to the game here. 23-20 Chiefs lead. 10:51 left in the fourth quarter. Zach Wilson under center. He's going to take a handoff to Breece Hall. Quickly stopped in the backfield. Leo Chenal. And Leo Chenal, third-round pick out of Wisconsin last year. Drafted to play linebacker. This year, they're using him in kind of a weird hybrid role as the Chiefs are kind of evolving defensively. And Leo Chenal does a little edge rush, does a little linebacker duty. He got back. He made the play there behind the line of scrimmage for it looks like a loss of 1. They're actually going to call it 2nd and 10. But that was a great play by Leo Chenal. 2nd and 10 here. Zach Wilson, shotgun formation, trips to the top of the screen. Breece Hall is to his right here. Zach Wilson back to throw. And, ooh, boy, that was a tough job here. Garrett Wilson, gain of 3. As soon as he caught the ball, he got hit. Drew Tranquil, free agent acquisition from the Chargers, just let him have it here. Nick Bolton's not playing, and Tranquil is is replacing him and doing a really fantastic job. As soon as Garrett Wilson got the reception, Drew Tranquil's right there, vicious hit here. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 here. Big third down here. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Tight end Conklin's flexed out to the top here. Chiefs bringing the pressure with the blitz. Garrett Wilson catches the ball here. Gain of 8. Going to be a first down for the Jets. This is a nice throw and catch here as the Chiefs brought a zone blitz type scheme and had George Karlaftis in the zone coverage, and he had to throw the ball low and away. This was a great throw by Zach Wilson. And they're going over to replay because it kind of looks like Garrett Wilson didn't have full possession. Replay confirmed that this was just a phenomenal reception by Garrett Wilson. First down for the Jets. Zach Wilson, 27 out 38 for 233 and 2 touchdowns. Zach Wilson under center here. Fake the handoff to a Dalvin Cook screenplay to a Conklin, And Conklin gets a first down here. Nice job by Conklin here. It looked like he was going to be stopped for a gain of 5. Drew Tranquil was not able to get him down as Conklin gets a gain of 12 as the Jets are close to midfield here. Folks, we got a good game. Chiefs are up 23-20. And this is a nice job here, a little misdirection here. And Drew Tranquil couldn't get Conklin down. He had an opportunity to stop Conklin for a gain of 5. Instead, Conklin gets to midfield here. Going under 8:20 here. Old school I formation here. 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver to the top of the screen here. It's going to be handoff to Dalvin Cook, and he's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Powers forward for a gain of 1. Drew Tranquil on the stop there. Back-to-back plays by Drew Tranquil. As we are going under 8 minutes here as the Jets are going to have the ball 2nd and 9. Kansas City's up 23-20, but the Jets are driving here. 23-20, 2nd and 9. We are under 8 minutes here for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I apologize. Am I having some issues here? Okay. No, I'm good. Sorry, I thought I was having some technical difficulties here. 23-20. Zach Wilson, shotgun formation here. Dalvin Cook to his left, trips to the bottom of the screen here. Chiefs fumble by Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is going to recover. No, he did not. The Chiefs get the fumble. Chiefs ball, folks. Wharton recovers it. I'm not really sure exactly what happened. Zach Wilson appears to just drop the ball. I thought he recovered it originally, but Tank Wharton went ahead and recovered it. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs here. This is just a big mistake. I'm sorry, Tershawn Wharton, and Zach Wilson just quite simply just dropped it. Zach Wilson drops the shotgun snap. The Chiefs defense makes a play. The Chiefs needed a turnover. This whole game turned around originally. The Chiefs are up 17-0. Then the Jets got a stop, a safety, then an interception, and that's how the Jets clawed and scratched their way back into this game. The Chiefs took a 3-point lead with the last possession, but this turnover gives the Chiefs the ball in Jets territory and an opportunity to extend on a 3-point lead. So big, maybe the biggest play of the game right here is Zach Wilson just drops the shotgun snap, and it doesn't look like it was a bad snap. It just looked like Zach Wilson, who's, by the way, Zach Wilson has outplayed Patrick Mahomes today. Nobody was expecting that, but that's exactly what's happened. Zach Wilson has outplayed Patrick Mahomes. How crazy is that to say? But it has happened. I'm going back to DraftKings here. The line is switched to 5.5. So even though the Chiefs have a 3-point lead, you can put action on them, but they need to cover 5.5. And over under has switched over to 49.5. And YouTube TV is doing something a little crazy here. So bear with me here. I'm going to refresh. Hopefully it doesn't cause two problems, and it did not. So we are not counting Taylor Swift commercials. We are not counting Taylor Swift commercials, unfortunately. So if I am correct, I think we're at 12. Are we at 12, Denver Gator? Someone let me know. But man, what a great game, folks. This looked like it was going to be a snoozer. It looked like it was going to be a blowout. And instead of that, we're in pretty good shape here as we're in for a doozy, folks. It looks like we're going to be down to the last minute. It is a nail biter here as the Chiefs get the ball back on a Zach Wilson fumble. The score is going to be 23-20 as play resumes here. We still got half of the fourth quarter left, but what a great game that we're watching here on Sunday Night Football. The Jets down 17-0 at the beginning of the game here, fought and clawed, scratched their way back into the game. Was 20-20 all, now it's 23-20. Chiefs got the ball on the Jets' 47-yard line, 1st and 10 with 7:24 left here. It's going to fake the jet sweep, hand off to Pacheco. He's going to bounce around to the outside, but does not get away from Quincy Williams and loses 2 here. Nice job by Quincy Williams as he just ran down the quick Pacheco. And this was a really nice play. It's just Quincy Williams just really just flew. And if Pacheco could have gotten around to the outside, could have gotten a nice gain, but we didn't have that opportunity. And they're showing a replay, and Zach Wilson just dropped it. It's going to be 2nd and 12 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. The ball on the Jets side of the 50-yard line here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, takes the snap here, gets rid of it, and the Jets got pressure on Mahomes. Whitehead almost came up with an interception here, and Mahomes visibly frustrated as he's not getting a lot of protection. The Jets defense playing phenomenal here. It's going to be 3rd and 12. There's 6:42 left in the fourth quarter here. And Mahomes, what happened is that Quincy Williams, who made a fantastic play last drive, came in on a blitz and really disrupted everything. Mahomes 17 out of 29, 195, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Empty formation. Patrick Mahomes back to snap here. He's going to struggle forward. There's a flag on the play. Mahomes going to scramble to the 45 to the 40. He's going to dive for a first down, but it's going to be all for naught as it looks like there's a hold on the play here. There's holding back when Mahomes started to scramble here. This is almost guaranteed to be a hold here, and it is confirmed that it's a hold on the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line. It's Jawan Taylor who had the penalty that resulted in the safety earlier in the game. And Jawan Taylor, a big free agent, so far has been much maligned, and this is always holding, as they show on the replay, as he just tackles Jermaine Johnson. So it's going to be 3rd and 22. The clock's going to start back up here. It's under 6:30 left in the game. Chiefs are up 23-20, but they got a massive 3rd and 22. And we are experiencing a stoppage here as the referees are going to conference here. We have a game stoppage. Referees are going to get together here. And not exactly sure what's going on here. They just basically stopped the game, and they're going to give the Jets an opportunity to get the crowd yelling. Anyway, the clock now is going here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, takes the snap here. Empty formation here. Patrick Mahomes got time. Nobody's open. Mahomes is going to scramble. He's to the 40. He's to the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. Dives forward to the first down. There's flags down. There's flags down in the secondary. That usually indicates a defensive hold. But on 3rd and 22, Mahomes apparently scrambles for a first down. We're going to see what the flag is. This is a big flag because if it's against the Jets, it's going to be a Kansas City Chiefs first down. So they complete 3rd and 22. It's a legal formation, a legal contact against the Jets. It's going to be first down. CJ Mosley, who's had a fantastic night. Illegal contact results in a Kansas City Chiefs first down. And what it is that he had illegal contact here against Travis Kelce. And this was just a great job by Patrick Mahomes, a great individual effort. Patrick Mahomes takes shotgun snap, hands off to Pacheco. Pacheco stopped at the line of scrimmage, just keeps chugging forward, gets a gain of 3, maybe 4 here. Great job by Isaiah Pacheco here as we are under 6 minutes. Kansas City Chiefs 23, New York Jets 20, as we are winding down to under 5.5 minutes left in the game. And the Kansas City Chiefs, after starting the game 17-0, has really struggled offensively. But this last drive, the Kansas City Chiefs have made some great plays. Patrick Mahomes scrambling to make some nice plays here. They're going to give Pacheco a gain of 4 here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. Pacheco to his left here. They'll pitch out to Pacheco here. Caught by Jermaine Johnson behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Great play by Jermaine Johnson. Former first-round draft pick out of Florida State. 2 years ago, the Jets had 3 first-round draft picks. The final one was Jermaine Johnson. He was the 27th pick in the draft, and he's a guy that was injured his rookie year, but really coming in on strong, a world of potential, and he gets Isaiah Pacheco behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 10 here from the 30. A field goal doesn't do a Chiefs a ton of good here, but it does take the lead to 3-6 here. Patrick Mahomes scrambles to the top of the screen here. He's going to throw the ball. Oh my God, what a great play by Travis Kelce. There is a flag down here. The Jets are indicating that they think it's a push off against Kelce. There's multiple flags down. They're holding on the Chiefs offense. And then they're gonna. That's it. Okay, I'm sorry. There was a flag. I thought in the secondary. I'm incorrect. It's going to be Trey Smith. He's going to get called for holding. He is visibly pissed. This is a big 10-yard penalty because originally you could kick a field goal. Now, you don't want to kick a field goal and go up 26-20. That's not an ideal situation. What the Chiefs are really wanting to do is trying to make this a 2-score game. You don't want to give the Jets the ball back and an opportunity to win. But, however, it's 3rd and 20 here. It's 3rd and 20 with 4:29 left in the game. It'll be on the Jets 40. So if they don't get any yards, it'll be about 57-yard field goal. Highly unlikely the Chiefs will go for it. Empty formation. Patrick Mahomes back to pass, throws the ball, and it's intercepted here. It's at the 15 to the 20. There's a flag down at the 25-30. There's a flag in the secondary. My guess is going to be Patrick Mahomes is pointing. It's against the Jets. It's probably going to be against the Jets. Patrick Mahomes is pointing that way. The Jets players look like it. They look like they know it's going to be against them. This is going to be an automatic first down. It's holding against the Jets. Automatic first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. And Jermaine Johnson called for defensive holding. I thought there was a flag in the secondary. Jermaine Johnson, player I was just talking about, former first-round pick out of Florida State, commits a holding penalty. And this is a big one here. And they're going to show the replay here. And they said Jermaine Johnson, but I think they were referring to Sauce Gardner because this was a play in the secondary. Yeah, so they said Jermaine Johnson, but it was Sauce Gardner who was holding on the play here. And Sauce Gardner very upset at himself because there's no possible way. I don't think the Chiefs would have tried for a 58-yard field goal to go up by 6. Instead, this is going to be a first down. Now, time has now become officially a factor. There's 4:19 left in the game. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Kansas City Chiefs are up 23-20, 4:19 left in the game. The Chiefs do have first down, so we do have an opportunity to eat some clock, but the clock has now officially become a factor. Jets fans want to clamor, but anytime you grab a player's jersey visibly, like Sauce Gardner did, they're going to call that. So it's going to be a handoff for Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to bounce to the outside. Jets are all over this as Isaiah Pacheco tries to power forward, but it looks like he's going to be stopped for maybe a gain of a half a yard here. There's some extracurricular activity after it as the Jets defense, a very physical. This is a great defensive unit, by the way. New York Jets did a fantastic job. Since the first half of the first quarter, they've held Kansas City to only 6 points, which is nothing short of amazing. The Pacheco going out of bounds, so it does stop the clock. Kind of a mistake on Pacheco's part, but not the end of the world here. 4:11 left in the fourth here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. Quick throw to Travis Kelce, gets it at the 30. Travis Kelce tries to fight, but Jordan Reed keeps a hold of his ankle and prevents Travis Kelce from getting a first down. However, it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Kansas City Chiefs. A very big third down, maybe the biggest third down of the game, because what the Chiefs do, if they can get a first down, the Jets are going to be forced to use their timeouts here as we are approaching 3.5 minutes left in the game here. And we're going to Travis Kelce is going to take the shotgun snap here. It's going to be a handoff to Jared McKinnon. First down, Kansas City. Very creative play here as they have Travis Kelce. They had Patrick Mahomes. He backs up into a running back position. They put Travis Kelce. He hands off to Jared McKinnon for a first down. Nice play call by Kansas City. Of course, if it didn't work, I would be saying the Chiefs got too cute. Now that we are going under 3 minutes, time is definitely a factor. The Jets do have all 3 timeouts, and they're going to have to use them on this possession here. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jets' 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation, motions Kadarius Toney to the bottom to the top. Isaiah Pacheco goes to the outside to the 20 and wisely slides down inbounds this time instead of forcing himself to be forced out of bounds. Gets a gain of 6 here as he goes inside the 20. So it's going to be 2nd and 4, and the clock will continue to run except the Jets use their first timeout. 2:41 will be left in the game. The Chiefs are up 23-20. That was a very nice job by Isaiah Pacheco as he gets to the outside, but instead of going out of bounds, dives feet first as soon as he passes the 20-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 once play resumes, and they're going to give the Jets a few more seconds. So it's going to be 2:45 left in the game. Kansas City is up 23-20 with 2:45 left in the game. And we got a good one, folks. We got a good one. And the Kansas City Chiefs basically had the opportunity to end the game without giving the Jets a ball back. They could also score a touchdown, which would also essentially end the game. We're going to have to find out what's going on. They're actually going to give it the ball in the 19, and they're going to call it 2nd and 5, but it's really more of 2nd and 4. It's going to be a handoff to a Pacheco. He's going to power forward, gets a first down. Nice job by Pacheco. It looks like he ducked down underneath a tackle, dove to the 12-yard line. It's going to be first down, Kansas City. Jets are going to use their second timeout with 2:35 left in the game. The MVP of this game is Isaiah Pacheco. What a great game here. He was stopped short of the first down, but he ducked underneath. It looks like Jordan Reed's tackle. Jordan Reed and number 70, Marshall, and just ducked underneath the tackle, got some 4 additional yards, which gives the Chiefs a first down. He was originally stopped. Basically, it would be about half a yard short of the first down, but the extra effort gives the Chiefs the first down, and Jets are forced to use their second timeout. So the Chiefs have 1st and 10 on the Jets' 12. And Isaiah Pacheco, 159 total yards, a career high. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the Jets' 13. Isaiah Pacheco gets stopped just short of the line of scrimmage here. So the Jets are going to use the 3rd and final timeout at 2:34 left in the game. So the way it works is that it's going to be 2nd and an 11, long 10, short 11. The next play, unless the Chiefs throw an incompletion or go out of bounds, the clock will go down to the 2-minute warning. If the next play results in a first down, the Chiefs will need to continue going. But if the next play doesn't result in a first down after the 2-minute warning, then the first down would end the game. Hopefully I didn't make that too confusing. It sounded a lot more sensical in my head. Basically, the Chiefs can end the game without giving the ball to Jets, without giving the ball back to the Jets. 2nd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff for Jared McKinney. He's going to bounce to the outside. He's going to get hit at the 11, corkscrews his way to the 10. So it's going to be 3rd down here. It's going to be a 3rd and about 7 at the 10-yard line. The Chiefs do not have to score a touchdown. They can get a first down at the 3-yard line as the Chiefs are going to let the clock go all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Now, it's going to be 3rd and 8. If the Kansas City Chiefs get a first down after the 2-minute warning, the game is over. If the Jets can stop the Kansas City Chiefs from getting the first down, then the Chiefs are going to have to figure out if they want to kick a field goal and make it a touchdown to win, or if the Kansas City Chiefs want to go for it on 4th down. So we have the biggest 3rd down of the game once the 2-minute warning commercials are over. Man, what a great game. You thought you were in for a snoozer. You were wrong. You were wrong. If you're tuning in to watch the game, I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough for joining my YouTube channel, being part of this, being part of watching this with me. It means the absolute world to me. I thank every single one of you guys. This has been such a great pleasure. It's been so much fun. On my description is all my social media links. I am on Twitter, I am on Instagram, and I am on Facebook. Send me a friend request. I will immediately accept it. I usually accept most friend requests. There are a few exceptions. But for the most part, just send me a friend request. I'll answer it, and then you can DM me, and you can always send me stuff other than football. But I mean, most of my social media, I'd say like 90 to 98% of it is social or football related. But if you want to send me a friend request and send me some other stuff not football related, always greatly appreciate it. Always greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, my first ever Power Rankings video is coming out on Monday, and then my picks video will come out. I'm changing it up, so I'm going to come out with it Tuesday afternoon. And then 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday night, I will be live. I always go live Tuesday and Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the live stream. All questions are answered and anything goes. There is a very good possibility I will have a special guest, but it is not confirmed. Really, really looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. So hopefully everybody who's tuned in tonight will tune back into the live stream on Tuesday. And we'll also tune in on the live stream Friday. And do check out all my videos that are coming out Monday and Tuesday. I come out with some good stuff. Back to the game. It's 3rd and 8, 2 minutes left in the game here. The Chiefs get the ball at the 11. A first down ends it. Biggest third down in the game here. Patrick Mahomes, shotgun formation, gets the snap here. There's pressure. Patrick Mahomes is going to run the ball. He's going to take it to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to stop. Patrick Mahomes could have scored a touchdown, but instead got the first down. This game is over, folks. Kansas City Chiefs 23, Jets 20, because Patrick Mahomes did not score a touchdown and slid down at the 2-yard line. The Jets are out of timeouts. The Kansas City Chiefs can now end the game. And this was such a great play because bottom line, if he scores a touchdown, they have to kick off and you never know what's going to happen. Instead, by sliding down at the 2-yard line, Patrick Mahomes wisely and smartly ends the game. Not his best passing performance, but a fantastic rushing performance. And Patrick Mahomes is all smiles as he takes a knee. And folks, we have a ball game. As the Jets are unable to stop the clock, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to walk out with a win, and this was a tough game. This was a very, very, very tough game. This was a very tough game. The Jets give them a lot of credit. They came back from 17-0. It looked like they're going to get blown out. It looked like they were going to get embarrassed on prime time. They fought, they clawed, they scratched. Give them a world of credit. Patrick Mahomes is going to take a knee down. The Jets cannot stop the clock. There is a flag. There's a flag which is going to stop the clock quickly. I'm not sure what's going on. Robert Saleh is furious on the sidelines. He is being flagged. Now, keep in mind, because he's being called for unsportsmanlike conduct, so the clock's going to continue to run. The game is essentially over, but because he was called for unsportsmanlike conduct, they're going to call the flag. He is probably going to get a letter from the league office regarding his actions. I'm not really sure exactly what specifically set him off. But he was mad about something. Because the penalty was against the Jets, it's not going to stop the clock. Keep in mind, if Andy Reid did an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, it would have been over. So we have the two teams that are going to approach the center of the field. They're going to go ahead and shake hands. This game is over, folks. Kansas City Chiefs 23, New York Jets 20. And, folks, this was a good one. The Chiefs were very lucky to get out of this. And Robert Saleh is looking pissed, but he does shake some hands. I've always liked Robert Saleh. I'm not 100% sold on him as a head coach. So the Kansas City Chiefs, after losing the first game of the season, they're going to advance to go to 3-1. The New York Jets, after winning the first game of the season, are going to go to 1-3. This is a very entertaining, very fun game. Man, I'm willing to answer some questions. We got Taylor Swift sighting number 13. We got Taylor Swift number 13. So my boy George called 13 and a half. We could have gone with 14, but I'm going to stick with 13. So I'm going to say the under. Me personally, I was very, I love the Taylor Swift thing, but it's not for everybody. This was just a great game. This was just a great game. It was a lot of fun. And they're showing a highlight of Robert Sal. Looks like he's popping a blood vessel, but that's all we have, folks. And this game is over. I cannot thank you enough for joining me. I can't thank you enough for coming in here and talking with me, going over everything. It was a lot of fun. I absolutely love doing this. There's nothing in the whole world I love more than coming and talking football with a bunch of people and a bunch of really great people. If you're one of my subscribers, you're one of the best people on planet Earth, and it's always great to have you here. My power rankings video is going to come out Monday morning. It'll be noon or sooner. I haven't really figured out time. And then my picks video will be released. I'm leaning towards noon. I want to get the videos out. And then I will also be live. Don't forget, I will be live Tuesday, and very possibility I'll have a guest. If there's no questions, comments, concerns, anything, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up and put the finishing touches on my power rankings video. And everybody, don't forget, check out my video Monday morning power rankings, my picks video Tuesday, and I will be live. I will be live Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the live stream. All questions are answered and anything goes. So I will see, hopefully, everybody back Tuesday night.